Yo. We are back with a new setup. Hey, while you up, can we pop these blinds open? You think what is gonna be facing?
You're closer to it. I ain't doing it for you.
That look good. Yeah, get that little.
This shit finna come right back down because I know I'm not going the right way.
And then.
I'm not gonna cap though. It look like a reflection of. It look like a reflection of.
Oh yeah, all you see is the door, bruh.
Oh,
don't really
you
show
can pull
this.
it down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if they had like some lights or something on, you probably see it, but
That's probably why they got it down.
yeah, because it just looks like the door. Right there.
Yeah,
All right, sorry y'all. We had some technical.
What's for it? This is a new setup they got in here.
We just trying to
We're
catch
just trying
up,
stuff.
see, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, some extra toasted cheeses. You know.
All right. This is. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast. This is episode 223.
What?
4?
What?
Yeah, it's 4 or 3. It's 3 or no, it's 4.
What?
It's either 3 or 4. Facts. All facts. Watch.
It's 234, Chris.
What'd I say?
224.
I'm dyslexic. It's your host with the most, Chris Miner, a.k.a. Dino Spumoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, you feel me? A.k.a. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. Young Chris Kringle, the gift that keeps on giving, you know what I'm saying? A.k.a. Young Wikipedia, Wick James, Wick Walsh, see I do it every time, Wick Walsh, all that shit, you feel me? What's good, though, Dalton?
You know, it's I'm out here just being a dad, you know, dad life.
Yeah.
I wake up at sunrise to see my sunrise.
okay.
You know, I'm out here.
Yeah.
We got Miles back.
Yeah.
Will not go home.
What we doing, man?
Reoccurring guest, and we have a special guest, first time in the offices, you know what I'm saying? I call him Midas. You might call him Ant. You might call him Ant Midas. You know what I'm saying?
Either way it goes, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the same person.
Exactly. The
Yes,
same
sir.
one. Nice to be on the show. I'm a fan of the show. I listened to the last one.
I appreciate
on the
that,
boat
brother.
Ride over.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We're going to get into your, you know what I'm saying, your extracurriculars. You feel me?
Yeah, something like.
But I saw something at my job that I had to grab for my man's Dalton.
Oh, we're doing it right now. Okay.
Yeah, his birthday coming up at the
It's in November.
It's in November. We take the trip make me feel like it's sooner because we're doing it a month before or kind of. But I did want to grab you something, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I seen it, I was gonna wrap it in Christmas paper, but I couldn't find it, so I just kept it in the bag.
Okay, I can tell you right now, it's a vinyl record.
It's a vinyl record. Show the when the you know what I'm saying when you pop that bad
I need
boy.
to look at it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga.
Oh, this is
Oh my
Yeah, nigga.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Show the camera.
This
man.
is a deep cut.
deep.
All right.
The Spider-Man bit.
So if you didn't know that they did this, for the people that didn't like comics or they, you know, this is actually before my time as well, but they would have fucking comic books on vinyl, like they would read them out. So it's like this is like an audio book.
Yeah.
They're reading a comic book. So
That's hard, I ain't gonna lie.
this is volume 2
Yeah.
of the Amazing Spider-Man: The Invasion of the Dragon Man,
Yeah.
and it has 5 complete stories. We got plus the Mad Hatter of Manhattan, Return of the
That's
Conquistador,
I ain't gonna lie.
the Abominable Snowman, the Bells of Doom.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely check this out. See the, oh, look at this.
What?
Damn.
Isn't it?
I didn't look at the record at all. I just saw the.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, Chris.
It's bad?
No, this. So I got an extra record in here. That's
Okay.
not the Spider-Man shit.
Okay, what is that?
So I got Reader's Digest.
Okay.
Lawrence Welk Champagne Music Varieties. Is it romantic?
You can play that for the wife.
So I'm gonna see if I know any songs on here.
I bet that bitch lava than a motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Let me know if it's some samples on that bitch.
I bet you-
Is it in here?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
it's right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's right here.
Okay.
I said they gave me an extra record. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, this one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it sounds because it's kind of scratched up. But either way, it is a collector's item. But it's a 2-sided. I'm definitely gonna check out the champagne music.
Yeah.
Play it while Raiden's eating dinner or something.
Yeah, it might be fire. But yeah, I saw that instantly. Thought of you. I know that's like
this is a deep cut though. Like
your favorite superhero.
that's right.
They don't make them like you no more.
And Amanda, when you next time you come, I got something for you too.
Dang.
For sure.
What happened?
Niggas still get gifts, birthday gifts for each other.
Well, yeah, Dalton got me unique. That wasn't Uniqlo. The Yu Hockey Show backpack was that Uniqlo?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, that was a local brand. But
Yeah, but the backpack, the fanny pack, this shit hard. Yeah, I mean,
Y'all niggas a rarity. Y'all know that, right?
we got this shit.
Yeah.
Niggas just wish each other happy birthday. Like I don't think that me and him have ever gotten each other like
anything but a shot.
I was gonna get you something for Christmas though.
I was trying to. I tried to get that going.
Yeah, that'd be fire, bro. We had a Friendsgiving one year. That shit was absolutely flames, bro. I was so drunk, had to be at work
Very
at
drunk.
That's funny.
5 a.m., but I did it. My boss was like, it don't matter. Either way, I shouldn't have went to work.
We was jigging till 4 a.m.
Yeah, I should have went to work.
Yeah, that sounds like
I should not have went to work. But back to you, Midas, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had the pleasure of meeting you once before. Brennan Bando for y'all, his fans.
That's funny.
Not saying he ain't got fans. I ain't mean it like that. I didn't know how to say that.
Like which nigga, yeah, because he made the switch.
Yeah. Bando, the name switch. Thank y'all for doing that. Because Brandon
don't forget the period.
He gonna say something about that. I already know.
Brandon.
But Brandon took me to your spot. And pause. I guess that was wild a little bit.
Wait, this was out here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He was.
I didn't know that though.
Yeah, it was.
It was actually Trayvon's house.
Oh, okay.
I remember now.
Yeah. I thought it was your crib.
So you know, like how you don't remember your setting, but you remember the event.
Yeah.
That was Trayvon's house.
Okay. So yeah, I was
For
there.
Thanksgiving, right?
It was around that time, I guess.
It's like a holiday or something.
Yeah, because that's why he was here. I think. I want to say we had just left. You were still living at the
other house.
Yeah, at the house.
Which the one in GP?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
Man, this is a long time ago.
It was like 2018, 2019 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how I know it was Trayvon's house.
Yeah, bro. Y'all was living.
We was getting
somewhere.
tattoos and shit.
In the house at the party.
Yeah, before people would come. Trayvon be doing ghetto shit. It was in South Dallas.
I don't really know my geography out here. I'm not even gonna hold you. If we was in Arlington all day, I know exactly where we at.
Yeah, it was.
But I want to say, me and Brandon just left your crib. He was like, "You want to go with me out there?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" And we went.
Y'all was living in South Dallas? Oh,
Trey has a house in South Dallas.
Okay.
That he did like a Friendsgiving, ironically. And I remember that night.
Yeah. Y'all had like champagne and shit.
Yeah. That was Trey house. We was getting tattoos. That's where I got this one, the King Midas tattoo, actually.
We were discussing music because I think more than half of the room were artists.
I know this story now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were talking, and that I was
the person he was talking about is Zayland.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We had the Prince and Drake, Michael
Zayland.
Jackson, Kanye. A little back and forth or whatever, and I was like, I talked about this on the last part. I was like, he was not feeling that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were talking about music, but I was already aware of you doing music before we met, obviously.
Yeah.
Appreciate whoever's crib you said that was for letting me come because I didn't know nobody there for real.
Oh man, it's always love.
Brandon's muscle that night.
Right. He picked the wrong one.
Nah, we might would have lost, but I would have threw him.
You was gonna get out there.
I was gonna get out there 1,000%. But tell me, bro, what got you into music? How'd you and Miles link? How'd you end up managing the voice? Like, tell me what sent you to Cali? Like, break it all down.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so I got into music because I grew up in church, bro.
Yeah.
So simply as that, like, it's,
simply
when you go in church, like it's like basketball, like in some households and sports and shit. So essentially, you just trying to get on the drums for Sunday, or you trying to get on the organ for Sunday. So like it's always like a competitive sport.
Yeah.
Like so, like literally everybody in my family plays something. The craziest part is I'm not the best at any particular instrument in my family. Like I can name somebody that play an instrument better than me.
What your pops play?
My pops play the bass.
Okay.
It's fire.
Moms?
The bass is
My mom sings.
Okay. You got brothers, siblings?
I got a sister.
What she sing?
She sing. Yeah.
Okay.
So like my cousins, one of my cousins just sung at the Potter's house. Like my niggas is live in the church scene. Like the funniest thing is if you see my cousin, he like the churchy version of me. So we kind of look alike.
but he kept going to church.
Yeah, he just kept being a minister and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I chose my path.
Yeah.
I think how I got locked in with LV was from when she did Worldwide with John Doe.
Okay.
So like that was her first like feature in Dallas, but it was also the first time like I met her. So eventually, yeah. So like, it's like we all kind of like linked up that day.
Oh yeah,
I've been knowing John Doe
conglomerate.
forever.
Yeah,
John Doe is my dog. I've been knowing that nigga since like high school. Like, he used to go to Trinity. I used to go to Duncanville.
Oh word.
You know what I'm saying? So his partners, like, he used to have his fucking group. It's called Lucky Seven.
Oh my god.
It was 7 niggas, and my cousin Cedric used to sing in the group. It's like my play cousin.
Okay.
So he used to sing in the group with John Doe, and then John Doe used to be rapping, and that's when he wasn't in that bag. He was like, think about it, 09 rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On the Drake just dropped type.
He was
shit.
all there.
Yeah.
So that's how I got locked in with LV. And then from there, the rest is pretty much history.
Yeah,
like, I work with Ian. Ian Henry is like her official like manager.
Yeah.
I work in like a managerial capacity.
He's from England.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He makes fun of his English shit all the fucking time.
Oh, is that the one that Brandon always be? They be
he's
sharing candies.
Yes.
Maybe because he be giving he gave them those Maltese.
Them shits is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, but that's what he said. He said, "I'm about to try these compared to Whoppers."
Bro, and niggas got mad at me because when I was at Ian's house, I was like, "These taste regular."
Quit playing. You know them hoes.
I was
different.
like, "This is just normal chocolate to me." I didn't think it was nothing crazy.
Okay.
It was just me.
But you got y'all niggas know Miles, so at the same time, he not gonna thoroughly like try to like taste it. If it tastes like chocolate, that bitch tastes like chocolate.
I was like, this is just normal shit.
Miles is used to finer things.
But yeah, no, shout out to Ian though.
Wait. Because I kind of talked about this on Twitter, but since both y'all were there last night, I really want to tell y'all, I was so uncomfortable when them bottle girls came out, bro. I was so, and Miles was just like, you ain't say nothing, but your posture was like, oh, this is normal. I was like, that, bro, we are outside on a patio.
I told Chris to act like he'd been here before.
2 hookahs lit, right? I was already kind of like, all right, because I don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't fuck with the club like that?
Nah, not at all, fair. Really. We used to, like, when we were going out, we would go to, like, off the record and shit like that.
That's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
But, then.
But I don't want to cut you off.
Okay.
But what you just explained, though, is, like, literally the difference between, like, club culture and bar culture.
Yeah.
Is that you will never experience any of the shit that we was doing yesterday at a bar.
Nah,
no,
but
of course,
like,
of course.
But bars are just more like,
because I like bars though.
I ain't saying nobody that I seen there or anybody that was at the table was like posturing themselves to be more than what they were or nothing. I'm saying nobody did that. It was a very cool group of individuals. Bob Bistro. Right next to the Canvas Hotel.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was saying, everybody was cool and shit. It was just the fact that like y'all bought that bottle and they were just standing there dancing. It was awkward, bro.
I started dancing with it. I was like, damn, y'all got choreography.
Bro, I literally was like, y'all don't have to do this, bro.
Because it's a part of the game.
I know, bro, but they could have brought the bottle, poured everybody shot.
It's just celebrating someone bought a bottle, man.
Yeah,
what did the sign say?
I didn't even read it.
Realistically, though, I'm actually glad that we did that, though, because we was about to just be buying shot after shot after shot.
Yeah.
And they ran out of the well.
Yeah.
Shit. That was like the cheap shit.
Yeah.
So we was going to have to go, if we just kept doing singles, we was just going to be running it up crazy anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm just glad we got the bottle for
Yeah.
Y'all know my music business side was birthed in club culture, right?
No, I didn't. You didn't
So I
say
got my start in the actual music business side, like
in the club.
Yeah,
what,
bro.
fucking with AT or what?
Cause I ain't know no other way in.
Right, no, I got you. Yeah, makes sense.
I ain't know no other way in. So like, you remember we went to Double D's, right?
Right, afterwards.
So you remember when we walked in, there's a woman by the name of Lauren. Lauren is like a graphic designer. She from Houston.
Okay. Who you was talking to? Yeah.
She my OG.
Okay.
She basically jumped me into the game.
Okay.
Like I came out here fresh out of college, like, man, I'm just trying to do like shit in the entertainment industry. I'm trying to do music. Like I'm in Dallas. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So she like, hey, I'm gonna link you up with the bald head nigga AT.
I know. I follow him on Twitter. So
yeah.
This is the thing that I grown to know about Ant though, and that's crazy because I didn't even know you. I mean, I kind of figured you was brought up in like club culture.
Yeah.
But it's just like I be like, man, this nigga Ant know everybody, bro.
Yeah. It's only from the club shit.
And it's just like, damn, this nigga know everybody.
That's a good asset to have.
I hated that shit though.
Why?
Because, bro, think about going from Tuesday to Sunday.
Club.
No matter how the shit hit.
I know what you're saying though, yeah.
It could be dry as hell, but you driving and doing all this shit from Tuesday night to Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's when AT had that fucking game night in Addison. Then Wednesday we had Wings Day. Thursday we had Trappiest Hour. Friday we was doing some fucking club over there in Uptown that was across the street from BBC. Saturday was the day off, but at the same time it's still
moving.
Yeah. It's Saturday. Like, bro, I actually, the way he talking about it's uncomfortable, nigga, I eventually got uncomfortable with that shit.
Damn.
It was just like, bro, I'm tired of this shit.
What years was this?
This was 2017 through 2019.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years stretch is
that's
pretty
8. That's 8 years.
Facts.
When you doing club shit.
Yeah.
Dog, that shit. More power to niggas that be doing this shit.
Yeah.
Especially when your pay is like 30% from the, mind you, the club culture, it's fucking weird, right? Because like the promoters don't own the fucking bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to take whatever niggas can give you because you need somewhere to bring all these people.
Yeah.
So it's 30% at the bar. You take whatever you have at the door, and you got to divvy it up amongst your niggas, man, and live off this shit.
Well, shit, let me ask you this though. I don't want to get off this club shit.
No, let's not.
But what do you think has changed the most about club culture?
The sections.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm talking to people about this, and I'm just like, I just remember a time to where it wasn't a 2-bottle minimum.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like
you could just buy the table
you could
and
just
sit.
Hit the table and
Correct.
chill.
Yeah. Reserve.
But it seemed like after the pandemic, I don't know if this is after the pandemic or it was just something that just came around, like maybe 2018, 2019 or something.
Facts.
That just came around. But I'm just like, yo, I didn't know we was doing the sections like that.
Yeah. That shit migrated from Atlanta though.
I was finna blame the Atlanta niggas.
It was really, it was their
I was
fault.
finna blame it.
I mean, because they're that strip club culture. They probably was doing it in Houston too.
Yeah.
But you know, the lights, cameras, action gonna be on Atlanta.
Bro,
For
I'm
sure.
like 2-bottle minimum, and you know how much they charging for a bottle.
Yeah.
So it's 300 a bottle.
I don't know why we still do this to ourselves.
Bro, again,
Why we still do this shit?
to go back to kind of what I was saying, bro, it's posturing, bro. Like, for real. We just saw that viral clip on Twitter when niggas was literally, they bought all them bottles just to pour it out.
I ain't doing that.
Stupid.
That was dumb.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Not everybody does that.
Yeah. I know that. I know.
I feel like, why you gotta be wasted?
Like, so.
Yeah.
We drank that shit last night.
No, we drank all of
The
it.
last drippy drop.
Yeah.
it was dry in that bottle.
Look, I mean, it's expensive, yes, Chris, but
yeah.
it really is like, when you do it, it's like fun as fuck.
It is fun.
Look, that's really the side of it because it's like you just feel something like when you do it. It's like it's like if you went to Louis Vuitton stores and bought something.
Yeah.
Instead of just walking there looking and leaving, you bought something and left.
Yeah.
It's just
I feel that. I feel that every day though, brother.
okay.
I mean, it's not on you. It's in you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I feel that every day.
Though. You know, some people do that to like meet people.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah.
Wait,
For sure.
I'm gonna explain what I
Yeah,
mean.
break this
So
down.
like, there's some people. So you got to think about how many characters come into the club.
Right.
Mind you, like as a promoter, you break this shit down because a person can't come into the club one time without you meeting them because they got to come back.
Yes.
And people who birthdays, that's really where niggas clean up off of in Dallas.
For
Birthdays and scammers.
Uh-huh.
So like, you got to think about it. Niggas not on Twitter like that. They meeting hoes in the club. So like, if they're meeting women, right?
Yep.
The way that they meet women to let them know like, I got money. They can't just throw money at the woman.
Yeah.
They can just buy a section,
Buy a section.
show them how much money they can
Yeah.
spend, and it makes them be proven as a suitable partner. It's like,
He's not
it's like
wrong,
a mating
bro.
dance, nigga.
He's
It's
not
like,
wrong.
it's like a
Spitting.
peacock.
It skips all the steps.
Yeah.
You're there
Spitting.
and you're like,
Spitting.
oh, he has a section already. You know,
He got.
they
he got
spending some bread.
Yeah,
He don't know if
Oh.
he's splitting it, but you know he's spending something.
Exactly.
This is the funny shit though.
Yeah.
It's crazy that because I thought about that, but I never really think about it because when I go out, I never think about that. I'm only thinking
Correct.
that I'm hanging out with my dogs.
Yeah.
We're having a great time.
Yeah.
But then you start looking at it and shit like how you just explained, like, oh, niggas came here to get some women.
Yes.
Yeah.
We that's literally last episode. We talked about it. He said people literally go out and be like, where are the bitches at?
Where the bitches?
Yeah.
We have never said that to each other.
Yeah.
Not a single time.
I low-key told that to Miles last night, though.
No, but see, sometimes you might say that, but I'm saying if I'm making a plan, I never say where the bitches at.
Yeah. No, it's like we going here and whatever.
Even before I was married, I didn't say that shit.
That's fair. I've said it some certain times.
But it's never the objective, though. It's like, if it happens, it happens. Like, it never, that's not the plan going into it, though, for real.
If I've ever said that, it wasn't to get the women. It's because for some reason, when women are around, it just makes the vibe. Like, so
It's the vibe.
It's more fun.
It's the vibe.
It's more fun for sure.
Because we gonna get the arguing up in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Niggas is gonna argue Kobe, LeBron, and all that shit.
Because a dude hyping you up is different from a girl hyping you up.
Yeah.
If a girl hyping you up, you feel way different.
Yeah.
You're like, hold on now.
Yeah, I might really be him.
But you know what's funny though? We talking about this.
Yeah.
This just makes me think of how bad LA club culture is lacking.
It's so bad.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
It's almost like non-existent because I feel like their culture it's kind of like prehistoric how they moving around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you really need the celebrity in here to get shit moving. You know what I'm saying? That's what I personally like about the South.
Music, though.
They don't got the music though. I was about to get to that. They don't have the records. All the LA records is like gang shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas is playing their records on hood days and shit like that.
I was really when
we can bring that up in a minute.
Like, damn.
when Just asked what would the LA song like that represented them be, I said Tiger, but in all actuality, Tiger might be outside of Kendrick because I don't really say Kendrick got or any of them TDE niggas like that got like a staple. We rallying behind this record. Tiger is the safest artist that Cali really got.
What?
Nah, Cali got a lot.
What?
They do.
That's at that level though. Mainstream wise,
YG.
His homie just got popped like 2-3 years ago.
That's the vibe though.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm saying, bro, Taste was a record.
Tiger, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
You ain't hear the Her record?
I can't say Game because I can't say
Slide.
Slide was a record.
That's YG. That's a hit.
But is that would you use that to represent California though? Because to me, Taste was like fun. The girls, the video girls, like that whole scene was.
I'm saying Blue Bloods Clan, Shoreline Mafia.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't say Tiger for one
because
I know what you're saying.
The funniest part is what you talking about. I get what you
feel
mean.
Me?
Like from the mainstream, but you gotta think about it.
Because everybody that
gang shit is mainstream.
No, bro,
it's like actually mainstream.
I'm saying when you're living in a city, like you actually live there, you hear different shit than what you hear.
No, of course.
But like they're mainstream gang members.
Yep.
Like they gang members is mainstream.
Let me go get this nigga Lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it.
Oh, Lucky's here.
Yeah.
Always shows up.
Come on,
Always shows
Lucky
up.
will be able to no.
What?
The gang member shit.
Oh man, come on, dog.
He looked like Eazy-E, so
Let's see if you gonna have this.
Niggas got the score.
Get the skull real quick.
Nah, but the gang member shit is mainstream out there. I didn't realize that. When nigga, we went to a fucking Drewski show.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know, when people come to town, they trying to touch, you know, LA culture or whatever, right? So this nigga Drewski brought out YG, Blueface, and then some other nigga that I don't know. Like, and everybody just lost their shit.
Lost their mind.
So like, even
they love Blueface.
They
too.
fucking love Blueface and YG.
Yeah.
And I never thought in a million years that you could like just have a blood in the Crip on stage. But then that's when I realized gang shit is mainstream.
Yep.
Yeah,
like even those dances that they doing, them gang member dances. Yeah. That's why I don't even do them shits. I be scared to do them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It look cool as shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
that little one where they doing the little step over, that's the Hoover step.
Yeah.
No, for real.
I be scared to do the damn dance with the niggas.
Just diddy bop, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me jig or something. Some shit that they might not recognize.
Yeah, jig's never offensive.
Yeah,
ever.
exactly.
And he send you in.
The funniest shit, too, I was having a conversation with my boy about, like, regional music and like how it just goes now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And y'all niggas was working in music at the time when Texas regional music was like, it should have went, but it only went in Texas.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to him if Young Nation had the infrastructure like right now,
oh boy,
bro, they would have been Ray Shrimmer, nigga.
Would have been Ray Shrimmer.
Yeah.
they had fucking big records, dog.
They had big
right.
records.
They had some.
Imagine
Ray
TikTok
Shrimmer.
behind Club Rock.
Oh my god, what? Oh my god,
pimp.
And he was like, yeah, the social media is still the same. We still do social. I said, it's different now. It's like, yo, it's more intentional now.
yeah.
They know what they doing. It's like the average person gonna know the term content creator and know how to like basically market themselves as a person. Back then, we was shooting shit at the wall. You drop a fucking video, jigging, hoping your cousin them see it. Somebody talk about it across the fucking city.
If we had that shit, they'd still be going like. I mean, they still doing their thing. Shout out to Nation.
Yeah.
But they would be huge, bro.
Yeah.
No doubt. They would be fucking superstars.
I stand behind that shit.
Yeah, because we got close a couple times, you know, when fucking Stanky Leg went national. That was crazy. Gutter Bitch went national. Yeah. We got close a couple times.
Yeah. We did, bro.
But it never continued. But I just remember hearing Stanky Leg in like New York. I was like, this is wild. But
that's actually crazy,
we got close.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Okay.
Jacket.
Okay.
Hat.
He gets somebody. He got some leather jacket on.
But nah, bro. It's crazy. Sometimes I be feeling bad. I'm just like, damn. Some shit just be ahead of its time. Like
it does.
Like, and that's just part of it.
You need the technology to catch up to what you doing, bro. But I swear to God, bro, Nation would be huge right now.
Oh, Young Nation?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I was explaining to him how I was having this argument with my boy. He was saying that Nation would have been exactly like where they're at now.
Fuck
like
no.
with TikTok.
Bro.
I was like, bro,
there's no
do
way.
you understand that they got a Texas movement like
Dance.
by not necessarily trying necessarily, it's just doing them.
Fucking superstars, man.
Bruh.
Easily
superstars.
It'd be huge. Right?
They would have been popping Ray Shrimmer area. Era.
That's
exactly
what we
what he
said.
said,
yeah.
That's what we said.
The funniest thing is if the people who actually beat him to it was actually the Migos. That type, like that flow, bro. Because you remember that shit was Space Boy Fresh shit before, like that type shit, bro. That triplet shit.
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
What?
Nah, cause you know he was. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
What?
He was just at Corn Party. That legendary brawl
At the Holiday Inn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was there. He was performing. It's a girl that we went to school with. She was having a party. This was
Way
That was a long
back
time
in
ago.
the time.
I think Kanye just dropped Graduation. Damn. It was a while back. No, I wasn't graduate.
It was 09.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a hotel party, but she did it different. She always. I got a list of girls that I feel like if they brought this shit to Dallas, like the Bad Girls Club or whatever, that's the women that I think
Should be on there.
that should be on there. But anyway, she had a performance.
It was. She booked at the ballroom of a Holiday Inn.
And she had like
That's
people
fly.
like modeling clothes and shit, like walking
That's
through the
fly.
party.
That's
This
fly.
09 too, bro. I'm like thinking about that shit.
Yeah,
And then he's not performing on the stage. He's performing in your face.
Yeah, like eye
right
level.
here.
You know, it wasn't no
that's
stage in the
fire.
ballroom.
That's fire.
So I guess unbeknownst to Corn, like
crazy.
some of her cousins were beefing with him and his crew or whatever.
Yeah.
So he performing and one of her cousins just stole out. And then it's like the Boondocks, the nigga threw the chair.
It became like a huge brawl.
Wait, who is this between?
Space Boy Fresh and our friend's cousins. Yeah.
It happened so fast,
Bro,
very quick.
her mama got hit. I keep I keep bringing this shit up, bro.
And I can't make this up. The DJ was still spinning.
Yeah, no,
he didn't stop.
He's going crazy.
That's
man.
a good ass DJ.
Yeah,
Nah, for
for
real.
He
He
started
was-
playing Kurt Franklin.
He's like, I got my paycheck. I'm gonna do my job. That boy was not stopping for
So allegedly, the legend goes after the brawl
The
breakup.
legend goes.
Chaz, you know Chaz, friends.
Yeah.
Chaz ran into the girls' bathroom
This
with
is
the
true.
girls.
This is true.
Me and Dalton, I think I might have stepped in there, but I was like, I'm uncomfortable. Let me get out because I don't want them to think. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dalton ended up linking up in the hallway. We finally was just like, all right, let's get everybody we came with. We went outside. So I was trying to call her all night, like, yo, you good? What's going on? Like, can we do anything? She wasn't picking up the phone. I think I talked to her like 2 days later. She finally called me back. She was like, yeah, It was crazy. I thought the hotel was gonna kick us out, but they understood. Whoop-de-whoop. And then I get a knock at my door, and some guy was like, yo, Pink wants to talk to you. The artist was staying at the Holiday Inn, bro.
You talking about Pink?
Pink.
And I was like, what type of why she at the Holiday Inn? It's 09. But apparently she, at that time, she was going to hotels like that so she can be low key. You know what I'm saying?
Was the Holiday Inn like lit like that back then? I don't remember a time where the Holiday Inn was lit.
At the time, it was a brand new Holiday Inn. It was one of those Holiday Inn Expresses.
It was like a Hilton, like the shit that Chingy was talking about.
It's one by Six Flags.
You know. That's funny.
Yeah, so anyway, I guess Pink ended up talking to her, was like, yo, I'm sorry this happened to your party, whoop-de-whoop, and that was it. But yeah, He was at that joint. The only other thing I remember about Spaceboy Fresh back then at that time is he was quick to like hop on YouTube with his like videos and shit. Yeah. And I remember him and like two other dudes like did a freestyle to Aston Martin music, and they uploaded that video on YouTube. And I remember watching it, and I was like, all right, these ones might be
all this shit is making me think about too is that like just in that whole era, it's like, again, sometimes the technology just gotta catch up. Niggas be ahead of the game. But when we talking about this shit now, we just now entering our 30s.
Yeah.
So niggas was young doing these moves. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was young. Yeah. Niggas was the young promoters and shit. Niggas was young getting the clubs and doing all this shit.
Yeah,
and like,
young beat makers, young rappers.
Like Tory and X and shit. Like doing all this shit.
Yeah. Spaceboy Fresh on the radio now, right? And he doing K104, 97.9. I think he doing one of them, I think he like a radio personality from one of them. Yeah.
That shit's crazy, though.
Yeah, for real, bro. But it's that our time, you know what I'm saying? Us to start turning the cheek. Everybody that was doing that shit younger.
How'd y'all get into that shit? I never knew the backstory of like how y'all got into it.
He the man right here.
Cause y'all niggas used to be having some shit. Y'all had y'all little shit going. I remember that shit back in the day.
I'll tell this is the thing. I always tell people this.
It was your idea, by the way. Pause. It was your idea about the fucking
QR code?
That fucking little card.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fire. I tell that story all the time, by the way.
This is the thing. I always tell people this shit. They don't understand it. And I'll be like, look.
You ahead of your time.
Yes.
That was a problem.
Bro. It was crazy. So even how I know Chris is pretty much how I know Dalton. Pretty much how I know everybody was just on some random shit.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know Chris was through this one girl or something.
The girl with the party that we was just talking about?
No.
Yeah. Because, we knew each other by then.
I didn't know you like that.
I thought, can I kind of tell this a little?
Yeah, go ahead.
So apparently there was a chick that I thought was cute that was really cool with Miles. And I guess she used to talk to Miles about me. Is that what you were finna say?
No,
is that how you get cool with all your friends?
I was not gonna say that.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
No, that's not how it went.
You talking about the girls, not who we was just talking about. Her name started with a C too, though.
A C?
Courtney.
No.
I'm fucking with you.
Courtney.
They talking about no. I just said the name.
That's what. Oh.
No, look at him. He was finna slut my name,
it wasn't.
bro.
No, it wasn't. That's not how we met, though.
We met through KK. KK and Chaz told you that I make beats and that you need to link with me because I was already making beats for them.
He's missing.
All right. You tell us
the main part.
All right, so look. I knew this girl named Alexis.
Oh, yes. Lil Mama. Yeah,
look at you. That's how we know each other.
Shout out to Lil Mama.
So, we had this one girl, and she was cool with both of us, but he didn't like me at a point in time because of what the girl had told him about me.
Possibly, yeah. That sounded like me.
That was you. So she was like, I like how he dressed or something like that.
Yeah, it's something small like that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no.
Sent him in a frenzy, nigga. Nigga was vexed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Every time.
And then that's what ended up happening. Yeah. That's the other girl, and then that's how we got to start talking.
So then
me and Chaz was cool because Chaz sat in front of me in class. So I wasn't even making beats at the time.
And before that, Chaz and KK went to my school first.
Yeah.
So what schools were these?
I went to South Grand Prairie. They went to Bowie.
Went to Bowie.
Do you know Napoleon? Cameron Napoleon?
I had to see his face.
He's a fucking meathead.
Okay.
He's my boy, though.
Random. Chaz was. I was already. So we already made the I already made the connection with Dalton through Chaz. I didn't like Chaz either because how he dressed. Everybody thought he dressed better, and I was like, all right, this is getting out. It's getting out.
Is this back in the time when niggas dressed better and you got beef with them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was definitely that time.
It was
and
that
Chaz had
time.
that effect at my school.
Yeah.
And then he went to Bowie and did the same thing.
Pretty much. So, because at that time, I was the only nigga dressing like, I mean, me and Miles were the only niggas dressing like that. And Chaz and KK came with the colors, the scarves, and all these
They was
shit.
wearing Nike boots and shit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
from DC, so you know
Hey,
they.
we was like,
They was up on not
but
that spot in the mall that like not H&M but the other one.
Zara?
Nah, Zara, but the other one.
Forever 21.
Nah, bro.
What?
It's, nah, bro. It's Urban Outfitters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Them Urban Outfitter hoodies, the
yeah.
hoodies
See-
and the tees
Yeah,
went triple platinum,
So
bro.
they used to always want to go to North Park, not
Yeah.
Park Small.
Yeah,
So,
because
that's
so
how
they
me
can go
and
to
Bree
Urban
went.
Outfitter.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was already making beats for Chaz now. Miles started making beats. Chaz was like, yo, my nigga make beats. I don't even remember how this happened, but I just remember Sterling, y'all pulled up.
I could go into your house.
Miles hanging out the window doing the Jet Life hand sign
I
out the
don't
window.
remember doing that,
I
but
do.
maybe.
Because I was like, look at this fucking dweeb. So then he pulled up, and really, I didn't like sit him down. I was like, this is a kick, this is a snare. I was just showing him like this how I make beats,
Yes.
and that was it. We was just sitting at the table. He
So,
took, but I was
once-
advanced though. See, he don't ever.
I do tell people
He don't
this.
put the
I
sugar
do.
in the grits, brother. I was a
always
little more
tell-
advanced, so
I
he
always
was.
tell people this.
It's like Chris just he said it like
But it
one
was
time,
how
long time.
it was
like,
how he was doing it. I was like, oh fuck. And you had this one beat. I think it was called like "Thank You" or some shit or "Good Morning."
yeah, good morning.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought about that shit last night.
I remember
bro.
this, dog. I was like, man, this is different. It's just like when you hearing something from somebody's brain. Like, so Chris was the first person to me who had a sound that he was doing. He was the first person. So to this day, I personally feel like I don't necessarily have like a sound. I have things I like to do.
You do.
But Chris always he had a sound from the beginning. I was like, man, this shit is fucking crazy, bruh.
That good morning beat is
Yeah.
to this
It could
day.
still go.
Yeah, if I now that
If we
I actually
knew
know
it-
what I'm doing,
No, I was a fan of Chris too. That Game 6 beat crazy, bro.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that, bro.
no, that shit's
That
hard.
it started off with the perks and that.
You
That's how you the first nigga I actually seen like make the cigarette look cool.
oh no, yeah.
Oh, bruh.
When the video came on, this nigga was
These
smoking
niggas
a
is
cigarette.
crazy.
He said, and he thumped that bitch away. And then Bando come from the fucking. I said,
This
nigga.
motherfucker start riding a bike.
I said,
Jesse, shout out to Jesse. Jesse shot in that coat I was wearing was the girl I was dating at the time. Actually, Game 6 record. I like telling the
Hold on,
story because
the
it's
beats
cool.
on that project though.
that shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy,
Thank you,
though.
bro.
That
Thank
shit
you.
was crazy.
Shout out to Brandon, bro, for trusting me, bro, because he said he was finna stop doing music until he
Did
did
he take that shit off?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he fucking took that shit off. Mind you, if you ask him, he know. I got a video when I was living in North Carolina.
Where at?
Raleigh.
I lived in Charlotte.
Oh, bro, I love Charlotte.
Me too.
Epicenter shit is crazy.
It's dead now.
I know that shit's fucking sick.
They're rebuilding it, but
Mind you, I paid $70 to see Cardi B back then. That's how dead
shit.
like North Carolina was.
Oh,
But,
no, that's a lick. For real.
But Bando has a video of him performing Game 6.
Oh, man.
That was like one of my favorite records back then.
Game 6,
Game 6 is hard.
the girl I was dating, her mom, you remember Miss Garza? She worked
Yeah.
at the office.
Yeah.
So she used to sing in the band for the dude who's the Lowrider song. Oh, my love.
Oh shit, I ain't know that.
So he live out here. I actually seen that nigga at the Kroger by the crib. Like, I walked up to him and everything. Like, yo, bro, I gotta let you know, I sampled your record. You know what I'm saying? Low-key, yeah. Anyway, so she used to sing in his band back in the day. He was doing Fishbowl. You know the Fishbowl radio shit, like the
In Arlington?
Yeah. So he had his little radio show, and I was at their house. We just got done eating dinner, and he wanted her to call in. So she called in, and he was, talking to her like, oh, I remember when we used to do the band shit, blah, blah, blah. he ends up playing a song that she sang lead on, right? So after that night, I guess she gave the chick I was dating the demo with her cuts on there.
Yeah.
And Game 6 was on there, and I remember, or the beat, and I was like, yo, I'm finna chop this shit.
Yeah.
Mind you, this on the CD, so I had to figure that shit out. Cause like at that time, they stopped putting CD players on the laptop and shit. Yeah. But I was able to get it, chop it, all that shit, and Brandon did what he did on that. But one thing that I wanted to do on that project in particular was not mix anything. And Donnie's still like, bro, why didn't y'all mix this shit?
Donnie's been around that long?
Yeah.
Oh no, Donnie's been
He's been around, bro. Bro, when I first moved to downtown, that's when I started going to Donnie's studio.
Yeah, he started with like Topic.
Yeah,
all them back in the day. Yeah.
So I knew Donnie was working on Bobby Sessions and all them dudes back then.
Bobby was even after us.
Really?
He was going there before that. Yeah.
Oh, y'all niggas been locked in for a minute.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah.
But just was funny though, cause White Boy Lex, when he used to be with Tori and them, we used to go to the I used to work out of the old Primetime Click studio that DeRoe used to have. With my partner owned it.
They're down the street.
Oh,
you remember?
Street.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, all the niggas would come through there, just through there. So that's how I got to start knowing like Dallas artists and shit. Like niggas used to just come through there.
Yeah.
All the niggas that's like lit and shit now, niggas used to come through there because what the homie did for work. I'm not gonna mention it.
Yeah.
But they would come to the studio, and I would see them niggas. All
Not
the time.
gonna mention it.
Yeah.
Like I would see Yella up there. I would see Trap. I would see all the niggas would just come up there.
Oh.
And I was the only nigga making like different type shit.
Yeah.
Because most niggas would be in there. Like I said, this Primetime Click era. This DeRoe. This is all his people. So they making a certain thing.
Yeah.
And I was the only one who was making like different type shit. So that's how I ended up getting to know all these niggas.
This
and shit
shit's
like
so
that.
crazy, like how like intertwined
bro.
life is like on the music side because like do y'all remember the Dallas Cypher like back in 2012?
Oh yeah.
That was me, Irene, and my homeboy Gaji.
Yeah.
So like I remember seeing Ricky, I remember seeing Yella, I remember seeing who else? So and y'all remember Brain Game?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Of course, bro.
It's like, and just watching niggas like just continue through this shit.
Look, I thought Brain Game was gonna be
dog. Same though.
I thought Brain Game and we
shows
thought
all the motherfuckers.
Niggas, I thought ADD
plus, yeah.
ADHD, yeah. He was one of the
going crazy.
Niggas was
too,
one
bro.
of the ones though. The main nigga that modeled too was super tight.
You Blue and all them, but who's the dude when we used to go to Off the Record? You used to always say what's up. He was like an Absol type of nigga.
What
is that Topic?
Yeah,
that's
Topic.
Yeah.
He don't go by that no more. But
we was
he acting now and shit.
We linked up with Jesse Porter, and when he was running the Coffee Music Hub, so we used to go there perform every time. Chaz, me, all the niggas from Arlington.
We fuck with Picnic Time,
bro.
All the man,
all them niggas, bro.
Shit.
All them niggas.
Bro, we used to go to the Basement Beauty Bar.
All that shit.
Beauty Bar. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, that was
yo.
shit.
The one time Don took me, bro, that shit changed my life, bro. I ain't gonna hold
Beauty
you.
Bar.
That was a nice little spot.
Man.
That's the underground joint, right?
That's the Basement.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
Beauty Bar was
Basement.
before
Okay,
that.
yeah.
That's where they moved after the Beauty Bar.
Yeah.
Man, what a time.
Yeah, because this really all I went to a music school, so like I basically had the studio time for free. So
you went to the joint in
Media
Carrollton.
Tech,
Media.
yeah.
So I went to the Carrollton one is the new building. I went to the original building, Dallas Sound Labs, and it was in Las Colinas.
Yeah.
And I recorded, no lie, for my class I recorded Tony Williams stuff for all the stuff he did on
Fantasy.
Yeah, so I did all the lights. I did all that shit that he did on there. I did Kirk Franklin, Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
I was doing all that shit in class. So they used to come through and we would just record. I'd be like, bro, I got 4 hours. Let's just run it.
Yeah.
Y'all understand that we were like weaving in and out.
That's what I'm saying.
But we never officially.
That's how it be happening.
That's so crazy to me.
So this is a funny thing just about Dallas though.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Because and I still feel like this to this day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about how we was at Double D's, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking to my partner Kevin. Shout out to Kevin.
Yeah, shout out to Kazid, man.
And
This is what I'm
we
saying.
just think about this though. That's like a cool like kind of spot,
Yeah.
bro. You not seeing no trap niggas and fucking double D's, bro.
Yeah.
And it's still we so far like. We progressed so much.
Oh, yeah,
I still
yeah,
give it that.
yeah.
But bro,
It got a theme.
we still don't have like that kind of thing to where like
Infrastructure.
all the niggas really just is locked in with each other.
That's so. Y'all gotta understand.
And we are everybody who's doing something is literally a person apart from each other.
Yes.
6
That's so
degrees
crazy.
is,
to me.
6 degrees of
It's
separation
1
type
degree.
shit. Yeah, for real.
Here for sure. Man.
Talking about media tech, that's where I met Donnie. When I was like laying down some top lines for Coach Ted. Like back in college. Me and Jamarcus. Y'all know Jamarcus fucking he be wearing shades and shit. Yeah, Bridget.
Yeah. Black Odyssey producer and all that.
He cool as fuck.
Look, I went when Brandon was in UNT. I used to go out there and DJ
Oh,
the
yeah,
house
that's
parties
how we
and shit,
met
bro.
Ted, man,
I mean,
yeah.
I was there. I was there for all that shit.
And Cal Banks, we met all them from UNC. Yeah, going to UNC.
UNC.
Brandon performed at that joint where Migos had just.
Oh, that was the funniest shit.
Oh my God, we had to sneak in and shit.
That night was funny as fuck.
Migos was there performing. They premiered a song though.
No, nigga.
They did.
You saying it wrong. They came and walked out.
Oh, yeah,
played
yeah.
the song and left.
Yeah, that's what they did.
That's what happened.
The funniest song is the song that they premiered. That song you talking about was Fight Night.
Okay, yeah,
It was like
yeah. That was a legendary time though.
Man.
Those were legendary times.
They were fun, man.
Yeah,
it was
for
just
sure.
It was fun.
I like it's weird. I oversaw Brandon's first project
Yeah,
in his fucking dorm room. Like,
adolescence.
Bro, we made that shit at my house.
yeah.
Bro, these niggas.
That shit was great.
I said nah, bro. I
I
don't.
wish
wanna,
I could have kept prom night. Like on
Bro.
this shit.
I didn't want to come out
I
the
still
house.
I love that fucking
I still
song.
have the CD that I got made. So, I made 100 copies. It came with a CD and a shirt and a poster.
I had them
So,
shits. I don't know where I did.
I got the original copies.
I got the shirts still.
Yeah.
Like the smalls that we couldn't get off.
That shit was
Bro,
niggas
that
is
shit
in a
was
rollout
tight.
bag for real,
Oh,
back
God.
then.
Them niggas, Brandon picked me up from my crib, bro, and we did the 1990. What joint did?
1995.
Nah, cause y'all did a joint where y'all did the back and forth.
Yeah.
But that was later. That was later.
That was on
Y'all picked me up from. He picked me up from my house. We went to your house and we made the
That's what. That's what it said.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I can't remember what
Childish.
It was called.
Childish.
No, Childish is the one Miles made by himself.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about the one where we flipped the record?
Yeah,
that one
the
was
running,
great.
the Far Side joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was great.
yeah.
There was some beats on that joint.
It was some
Yeah,
crazy
we did do
shit.
that.
That
We did
was
do
some
that.
good
No,
shit.
we really had
That's how I met Brandon.
Yeah. Okay. So see.
When
Yeah.
he passed
some
me,
shit
I
on
met him in the they used to have this shit called Hump Day at UNT.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was performing the ASO Hump Day.
Yep.
And he was freestyling on the mic. They just let niggas get on the mic. I'm like, nigga, you tight. Fuck you do. Like
That nigga Brandon took me to this little Chinese spot out there.
that shit fire.
It was good, but I was like, bro, don't you ever disrespect me like this. I think we
Why?
had to walk to that bitch. Hey, nigga, are you? I think we did walk to that bitch. The little Chinese spot.
You
That's
remember walking was a thing back then.
Nah.
Niggas
Man,
Nah,
I
nigga.
still walk.
I still walk.
I'm listening to beats and shit.
Nigga.
Those some great times though. Shout out to UNT.
Yeah.
The
Facts,
only
facts,
college
facts.
I ever.
Campus you step foot on.
Partially attempted to go.
Yeah.
Nah,
Y'all are honorary students.
Yeah.
Really, damn.
Y'all
I only
made that
been out
nigga
there
a
like
fucking
twice.
rap star on campus.
Yeah.
We
bro.
tried.
Bro.
We
'cause
tried.
didn't
Him
he
and
do-
Tev was rap stars on campus.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
for real.
Absolutely.
Didn't nigga do like the listening session and like the where was we at? Was it at the lounge or something?
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was.
know that.
It was at his
Yeah.
apartment's like clubhouse.
He
Yeah.
stayed at the Crossroads or some shit like that.
Nah, it was it started with an R. It was right across the street from
I got towed to that bitch. I remember that hoe.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
I knew you was heated.
But because they don't have any markings, it doesn't
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
what's
yeah,
reserved
yeah.
or not. So I
Yeah.
just got. I was far as shit. And I still got towed.
That
Yeah,
was fun though.
yeah.
And they told me 0.4 miles away, $200 to get the bitch out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, Brandon, you're not worth it.
Y'all niggas went to South by Southwest before niggas was going
Yeah,
to South by
and
Southwest.
and Brandon performed at A3C before, like it was a bunch of
That's
shit going on.
crazy.
I picked him up from the '90s party at the little community center thing out there, and we
Yeah.
went straight to Atlanta from there.
That's crazy, y'all.
Good times,
That's
man.
some madness, nigga.
That's some madness.
Yeah, we did South by Southwest.
We did
Bro,
everything.
I had a fucking. Nah, this was fucking crazy. We had the big ass house and all. Like I booked it like months in advance.
Oh man,
There was like 11 of us in this motherfucker.
no.
like
But this is when Dalton went and got drunk with the homie Adam.
yeah.
I don't know if you know Adam. He looked like Dave Chappelle.
Facts.
We always call him this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
I
this
haven't met
is the
Adam.
first time I seen.
First time I ever
Dalton.
got drunk for sure.
Okay, so he came home pink as shit. 'Cause niggas, y'all was on the mason jars.
Yeah, so there's a bar on 6th Street.
Nigga.
There's a bar on 6th Street called Too Loose, and they had $3 mason jars of Hurricanes.
Oh my
32
God.
ounces of alcohol. So
you got 3 of them.
No, I got one myself. But see, here's the thing: when I socially drink, if someone buys me a drink, I'm gonna drink it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bought myself one, and I was good. But he gave me another one,
Oh no.
so I was like, all right.
I'm not gonna turn down a good.
And
good
then
time.
and then somebody else bought me a beer. The beer got me over the limit,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And I just remember spots of the evening, and they had to tell me stories about what I did
Bro,
when I got. By the
was
time
too
I got
late.
home,
And then it was just bad because then niggas got to complain. So Dalton come downstairs. He get the the century off. He giving
I
niggas
remember this
bars.
part because I was hot.
He was mad because niggas was complaining about something.
Okay, here's what really happened. So I remember because it was crazy. Adam got me to my car, but it's crazy. This is how good my memory is. Even drunk, I led him to my car perfectly, and then he was driving me home, and I was like, "Take a left here, take a right here," and we got back to the Airbnb. And this is actually Brandon's a part of the story. Brandon and Mike, his roommate. Mike,
Yeah, Lil Mike.
Lil Mike.
Lil Mike, yeah.
So Lil Mike him and Lil Mike were there, and I booked it all the homies. So Miles was there, Ridge, Kristen wasn't on part of this trip, but they were all accounted for in the space. I didn't know they were gonna bring women with them.
It's Lil Mike and Brandon together.
See, I told Brandon them to give me a head count to order a big enough house.
No, it's a lot of women with them.
So that's what I'm saying. So they brought him, and I said, "Yeah, y'all can stay here tonight." But when I went to go wash myself off from throwing up and shit,
hella women.
No, not even that. I was in the bathroom.
It wasn't crazy,
and they were talking shit. They were like, he hoeing you.
Yeah,
he,
that's what it was. I think Mike.
He hoeing you. He making y'all sleep on the floor and doing all this and that.
Yeah.
But you bought this shit.
Right.
Yes.
And
That
I
makes
I had space accounted for them, right? And everybody gave me a little. I was like, y'all can all give me like $60 or whatever, right?
Bro, okay, so what you're talking about needs to be a TED Talk. The life of a manager needs to be a TED Talk.
Oh my god.
So
The most thankless job
It's
ever.
the thankless fucking job.
So
ever.
with that liquid aggression in me, I walk outside and I say, everybody come here. And then I said,
I like that.
I'm so mad I missed this shit, bro.
I said,
I'm
here,
so mad.
y'all can have your money back, go stay somewhere else.
Yeah.
Cause like y'all don't gotta be here.
Yeah.
I was like, I pay for this shit out of my own money. Are we not a block away from 6th Street? Are we not in Austin for South by Southwest? So you got a problem, then leave. And I said, yes, I'm talking to you ladies over here. And they got real quiet. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, this was crazy. So I think I took some of that aggression and I pressed the nigga outside. You remember this? I don't want to mention his name.
Oh,
The
pizza?
The pizza.
Oh, no, that ain't what I'm thinking
Nah,
about.
because remember, Brandon was supposed to perform somewhere, and then the nigga took him off or some shit, and then he came to the house, and I took the nigga outside and pressed him.
Yep. Remember, Chris wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh,
What's
you
the nigga
weren't?
name?
Dang. I'll tell y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't there because
I do remember this. So.
Yes, I took the nigga outside. I was ready to beat
it
that
was a lot
nigga
going
ass.
on.
And we have never been right since, but nobody likes this nigga anyway.
Do I know him?
Maybe.
I know him?
I said, yeah, probably. I know Lucky know him for sure. What's his name?
What's he, dude?
But this is when I did it. And I was like, this was the first time I started realizing I was going to have to stand up for artists when shit happened.
Wow.
This was like the first time because
He dead ass be doing that shit though.
No, I do it all the time
yeah.
now. But I didn't know that was like the first time. That was my introduction.
I have
to
so
do it.
many stories about this nigga just wilding out in L.A.
I can imagine.
Bro,
Yeah.
when he be telling y'all that he wilding out in L.A. and he yelling at people, he legitimately be doing that shit.
I believe it.
He legitimately does that.
I believe it,
bro.
Like, right, wrong, nigga, steady. He gonna yell at somebody. He gonna yell at somebody.
Yeah,
it's always an awkward vibe. You know, he yelled at him. It's like,
look,
you see him after the yell. It's like,
man,
okay, damn.
You know what my nickname was when I was doing the recording and shit? They used to call me the White Diddy, bro. I was out here. Because if people would play me a record, be like, that shit suck. I'd be like, that shit's not good.
That's fair.
Hey, man.
I love it.
Well, look what it turned us into.
I mean, but I was like, but because you don't need yes men everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, this shit tight, bro. And I'm gonna go home. I'm never gonna listen to this shit again.
Yeah.
Like, come on, now.
bro. Man,
But, yeah,
those were like the times during, like, especially when I was watching you guys do y'all shit.
Yeah,
just trying to find my. I was like, fucking. I had to be like 19, 20, trying to figure this shit out. Like, I was like, damn. I swear to God, every time I explain like how I met Bando, and Brandon, like, it's literally like that card kind of changed my perspective on music.
Oh,
because you gotta think about it. Like, I'm coming from a lane of like, when you play instruments, you make money,
right?
Like, I didn't realize there's an entire industry outside of like recording music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I make $200, $300, $400 a Sunday by being good at the organ, but nobody ever was like, nobody goes up to like musicians back then and say, hey, you want to record?
Yeah.
So like that shit kind of changed my brain. Like, oh, it's a whole ass business behind this shit.
Yeah.
Like, to where you can really do shit.
Yeah.
So I still remember the cartoon. The nigga was sitting crisscross applesauce. It was a lot of shit that was like, damn, you gotta think about it. And I went to Duncanville, and like, contrary to popular belief, Duncanville was like mostly like black. So like, it's just certain shit.
Is it contrary?
I thought we all knew that.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, maybe it's like
shit.
No. For real?
Sometimes
they called the Soto the black school.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That does make okay. All right.
But the funniest part is Duncanville is blacker than DeSoto. So like, you gotta think about it. It's certain shit like smoking cigarettes, like that we didn't know was like.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. Most of the kids that go to Duncanville live off of Redbird.
Yeah, right.
So like, they Oak Cliff kids off Camp Wisdom and all that shit, going to the school over there. So like, it's just a lot of shit that like, when me and Bree went up to Duncanville, we didn't know like other people did.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
going
to Urban Outfitters, like nigga, it was me and this other nigga named Will Sutton. He has a little sister named Deja Sutton.
Will Sutton sounds familiar.
You probably know him because he used to be around the fashion community in Dallas.
Will Sutton sounds real
like
familiar.
his sister is like a stylist in like New York now. She's a tight stylist.
Wow.
So like,
good deal.
He put the whole crew on Urban Outfitters. Let's go get fresh. Like, niggas, you know, y'all know, let's go get fresh. Get fresh.
Type shit.
So like, when I saw y'all doing y'all shit, that shit was clean as fuck to me.
Man, we was probably we
was trailblazing.
Yeah.
Y'all were. I was
trailblazing.
I was in there jigging with tall tees. I'm all right.
Oh my god.
But while we on music though, I did want to touch back on that Kendrick diss because I thought about something after the pod.
Okay.
Last week.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that he got his shit off and was like, all right, say that. Let's make an actual record.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he could have took the same approach and did another Control.
Right.
But instead, it was like, let me vent, and now let's make a record. Like, I really appreciated that, and because
it wasn't like fully released.
Like, what's the context of the situation?
Oh, when Kendrick, last week that leak came out that he was dissing like Sean and
was it related to the diss that the quote unquote diss
the Control joint?
Yeah,
nah, but I'm saying he name dropped. That's the only correlation.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, he named like Meek Mill.
Yeah, he said Drake. The Meek Mill Drake. Like he was saying, Sean must be gassed off of what Drake and Meek were doing at that time about the back and forth. Like you sit down, chill. He said something about French because French said like, "Yo, I'm more of a headliner than Kendrick," which again,
at that time,
he was. Right. Yeah. And then he said JLX said something about Kendrick winning Grammys and shit. But he could have released that record like he probably. But then somebody might have said, "Hey, bro, we did that already. Like, let's like make a record." Or he decided for himself.
Yeah.
Also because of the backlash that he did receive for kind of making that song about that. The Control song about that. Like, it took attention away from everything. It's like, bro, come on, bro. We did that. He even if he said that to himself. So I just wanted to add that to my later thought. While let's stay on music for a minute. We got Tizo Touchdowns album. Last week, bro. His whole rollout, I appreciate how he was engaging with his fans. I like he got his own thing with the sticky notes, talking to everybody. His visuals were dope back during the pandemic.
He's always been next level.
The sucker shit and all that other shit. Like, I've been a fan. Yeah, I became a fan when everybody else did. Let me say that. But the album, How Do You Sleep at Night or something, right? Is that what it's called? Shit, what y'all thoughts, bro?
Man, look, I think this project it touched a certain part of me that I just love all artists when they on they artist shit. Yeah. I just love it, bro. Yeah. I just love when he created his own world. I love it. I think the music is incredible. But I always say this about anybody who's super great. Like, I always feel like high level people, it's always method acting. There's nothing. You have to become certain things in order to, like, get that type of output and, like, just to create the actual shit that you want to do. Like, you have to become this thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
So seeing this nigga, like, I seen him in studio a couple times, but it's like seeing him everywhere he go. It's like, damn, this nigga got the football pads on everywhere he go. He got the nails in his head everywhere he go, and he just going to a studio. So it's like, damn, like, bro, you living it. You living it 24/7. So it's just like, how can you not be a fan of that? Yeah, so I love the commitment that aspect. Yeah, I love the commitment, bro. Sure.
It's like the album to me is like a gumball machine. You put a quarter in, you don't know what color you'll get. At every record. I mean, I know it's mostly rock based and stuff like that, but I was surprised like every record.
No, for sure.
Especially like some of the lyrics made me laugh out loud, like literally. But then he would bring me back in with because he's fucking cold, bro.
Yeah, he cold.
I know what's on your mind.
Yeah, like me and Miles was talking about it last night.
That song is
his approach to writing.
Yeah.
The actual music, like, it reminded me of like a Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Like that's kind of like what this album reminded me of. Man, I heard certain tones of 3K, which I tweeted about. I heard
Ty Dolla $ign in there.
I heard Ty. Yeah. Miles was he said he heard some Kanye on that joint. Yeah. I heard some obviously the Prince with the that one joint with Janelle Monáe, which I was wrong about. I'm sorry. I said because I'm not like the hugest Janelle Monáe fan, and I didn't even hear the record yet. It's like she was on, and I was like, man, he fucked up. But then I heard it. She just sprinkled up in there, like, you know what I'm saying. She ain't got a full verse. She's just in and out. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Yeah, he did that. He did that run out there, and then
Yeah. That album was phenomenal. What'd you think?
I actually thought it was really, really good. I liked the way that they rolled him out.
Yeah.
Like outside of the album.
Who was he signed?
It's very
RCA.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
he got a great manager. Shout out to Amal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fire as fuck, by the way. But Amal's great. Yeah. Like, she's amazing.
Do we know how old he is?
He's fucking 30 something. He's like at least 30. He's 30.
Okay.
He's 30?
Yeah. It's cool. He still got that childlike creativity still. Yeah. Like, that's dope.
Keep
like,
that
he didn't lose that for real. Because you start growing up and then your content changed kind of. You know what I'm saying?
I think his pops in this shit, though.
Yeah, his pops was like a DJ or something.
I like the way he fucking be doing wrestler shit.
It's tight.
It feel like this nigga a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, he be talking to the camera like this and shit. I fuck with that part of it.
It's the character, bro. Like, it's like, but you can actually tell it's a part of him anyway. Yeah. So I think that's why it makes you, like, connect to it more. But it's the character, bro.
The issue that I'm thinking about is like,
about to pop this bean while y'all talk.
This nigga here.
I looked at Lucky and I was like,
the issue that I'm wondering is, do I like his character as much as I like his music?
Okay.
Do I think that because sometimes, do you know how you sold on a person, so no matter what the fuck this nigga could fart on the record, and I'm probably gonna damn, that sub go crazy, nigga.
Go crazy, yeah.
That's how Lil Wayne was back in the day.
I think I like the music too, though.
Yeah, the music's fire.
It's hard though sometimes in music. How do you know?
Sure, you know.
I just feel like the songs. I just think the songs are just the songs.
Yeah.
Because
at the end of the day.
To explain what I meant is because, like, when you get a breath of fresh air like that, right? To where, like, oh, this nigga different than everything that we've seen in the past, 5, 6, 7 years. It's like you want him to win. He has to win. Yeah. He literally has to win.
Yeah.
Because it goes against everything that you don't like about this shit.
True.
It's completely unique. So even if this nigga sucked, I'm not gonna say he sucked.
Yeah,
I would never say he sucked.
You know the better question, not really better, but to elaborate, do you feel like that was Kid Cudi's effect?
Yes.
What was Kid Cudi's effect?
Absolutely.
What he's saying?
Yes, it was
for him though, because Cudi's first 2 albums to me are like legendary.
You don't want to say that he's not good no more.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say that. Yeah.
Why? Can't nobody say that
Just
shit.
listen to the songs.
It's because
I'm not gonna verbally say it though.
You're not gonna say it.
Nah.
You don't want to say it.
But see, Cudi to me, like when he made Speed and Bull into Heaven with the Beavis and Butthead shit, everything he was doing, I was like, yo, I really appreciated that album. I listened to it. I walked to the Quick Trip album on play, all that shit.
You got that song Moo Ring too. That shit fire.
But in between, like after Man on the Moon 2 and then everything that was in between up into Speed and Bullet to Heaven, I was like, bro, it's not there for me no more. Like, he's not doing what I fell in love with. And don't know. We used to listen to Man on the Moon too religiously.
Yeah, never.
But it was everything from the shag to like how he was dressing, the aesthetic, the music, everything, bro. But it's hard for me.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's go.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But to y'all's point, though, we can hear when somebody's locked in or not.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's really what I'm talking about. Like, I like the songs because when somebody's locked in, it's hard to not like them at a high level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Explain
hard.
what locked in is for people.
Locked in is like, you can tell that we worked on this song for a long time. Mm-hmm. We went back. We revisited it. Mm-hmm. We did this. We might
added
have tried
vocals. We took vocals away.
We did all that. That's
give it 110%.
Yeah, and I can tell by the amount of tracks that he had that he was locked in too. Because if you know anything about being locked in, it's hard to do that shit for 25 songs.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's at like 13 or 14.
And they all like under 3 minutes, like what Doug was saying,
You can tell that they was just like, all right, let's see how this one feels.
They were focused.
Focus, man.
Yeah.
It's about the focus, the attention. The devil's always in the details.
That's why we hold like Blueprint to such. We knew like this nigga's locked. Yeah. Especially when everything started coming out, like he did this in a weekend, bro. Like he was locked in.
Did that shit in a weekend?
Yes, bro. And then what the joint? Allow me to read it. They said this nigga was going from room to room doing interviews. Alon will pop up.
Y'all seen Fade to Black?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, yeah.
I ain't gonna cap though. Y'all don't think Hov be lying on
Fuck
some shit?
No.
Y'all don't think Hov be lying?
Never.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Wait. Well, let me get it up. All right. So I have this theory that sometimes when you get to a certain level in music, you could just lie about everything.
Just
dry you could just fucking dry. You just lie. You can because you so amazing. Niggas just gonna believe it anyway.
So what you think he lied about? Like, give me an example.
Did y'all hear Blueprint?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a weekend's worth of work?
I know what you're saying.
But you also
not a weekend's worth of work.
But you also got to think, all he was doing is what he does every day. He just went in there and rapped. The beats were done.
I know, but at the same time, right? The reason why I say that is because we know the process of music, right? So sometimes I feel like older niggas talk about a process, a part of the process in music that most people don't understand is not finished, which is making the demo.
Yeah, so what I think he meant was he recorded it in a weekend.
Yes.
That's what I think he meant.
Like, even when Wayne was telling
the beats
niggas,
weren't all made in a weekend. I know that for a fucking fact.
Even the songs wasn't even fit. He recorded his demos in the weekend.
That's what I'm saying. He recorded it, and he's like, my job is done. I'm gonna go lay out till this is mastered.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I hope
yeah.
people understand that's what that means.
Most people don't know the process of music.
No, because they don't. People don't know what mix and master.
I feel like
they think the whole album.
And then back then you had a whole marketing campaign. You recorded months before.
A nigga can record some shit in a weekend.
Oh, that's easy.
Blueprint.
A nigga can record.
No, rap records are easy to
but
record.
also think
Blueprint,
about,
though. I'm not talking about rap.
But also think about what's on Blueprint. He probably has 1 to 3 hooks on that record. And then you got Girls, 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 which was like, Q-Tip.
I know what you're saying, though, and it sounds insane.
That might have took the longest just because you got Biz Markie, Slick Rick, and Q-Tip doing the chorus, and you got to blend and mix and shit.
Girls.
Like even,
But he ain't got no hooks on that album for real.
but it's not even just about the hooks. It's more about the fact that sometimes older niggas
I
can
feel
just
you.
lie because Wayne told us he freestyled, but what he was doing was punching in. That's what niggas wasn't understanding.
Yeah.
Punching in is not the same thing as freestyling the full song all the way.
Anybody, a rapper tells me there's a freestyle and they're not.
But the average person don't
I
know
know
that. Like my mama,
Because
think that nigga
you think
Wayne,
they're going on these radio shows unprepared, and because they're not stuttering or nothing. They're perfectly. Those are verses they had to
They're
wait.
verses. That's
had to
why
wait.
niggas watch Empire and think the shit real.
Oh, God.
Time out.
What we
What,
talking
bro?
about?
Who freestyling?
Punching in is freestyling.
Okay, but no, it's not.
In the comment, in the sense of like, if we just all started rapping right here,
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
no. But he's like,
Punching in is not freestyle.
yeah, bro.
No, we're
It's
talking about
not
like
freestyling.
we're talking about like off the cuff,
Don't.
no stopping.
It's a difference.
Because
It's
look,
not-
let me
it's a
tell you- let me
difference.
tell you why.
It's a
Because you got time to think. That's what make freestyling.
But you're not freestyling.
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
Like if I just start rapping right now, I'll be freestyling. I don't have
Yes.
anything prepared.
But, if
time to
if
think.
we are actually trying to make a record and Wayne's in there like,
He probably says a line or
a
two.
millionaire,
Pauses.
I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian. And then he's like, all right, Nigerian hair. My criteria compared to
That's
your
the
career.
same thing
That's
as-
freestyling.
No, it's not.
No, it's
All right,
not.
bro.
It's,
All right.
The punching,
You're
the
just-
punching is
you're
not a
st-
freestyle.
You're structuring on the fly.
Yes, but you got time to think. But
Yeah.
that's what make freestyling so fire because, like, damn, you thought of this
As
while
you
you were
going.
spitting. That's what make freestyling so amazing.
All right, so nobody freestyles then.
Yeah,
for
That's
sure.
what I mean, though.
For sure.
But
Yes.
but this
Absolutely.
is
He just
how
doesn't
I-
write it down. That's
this
it.
is how
Yeah.
I've come to my thought of what annoys me about music right now.
What?
Is the fact that niggas just want to go off the dome
And punch
Yeah.
it.
because of Hove and Wayne.
Yeah,
nigga.
and
Because
I
they
think it's
think that
whack.
you just supposed to just
If
go
you-
one take Drake.
Look, if
One
they
take.
if they do it one song, fine, but not every song.
Yeah.
Because one song you could do that gimmick, be like, I freestyle this whole song, cool, bro, but don't do it the whole
But
album.
niggas literally try to
I
do
know
that.
that.
Like
It's-
they try to like one
Freestyling
take
is-
ass.
Freestyle is not easy, bro.
I don't even rate freestyling that high, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's actually closer to the bottom for me on anything a rapper could do.
Unless you're in Texas, because I done came down, bro.
I mean, but even that. I
Donnie
done
with
came
the
down.
legendary tweet, bruh, with the
Hey, that we discussed that.
the laws of gravity or whatever.
I'd have
that
came
thing,
down.
yeah.
I'd have came through.
I'd have came up.
Yeah, all of them.
What's above freestyling for you with the
Bro,
process?
pretty much everything. But my thing is that because
Rapping on beat.
Because when it comes to like,
Wait. So do we think Hov does not freestyle though, like at all?
he might
Sometimes.
but you're not gonna hear.
I'm talking about on
He's
his
not gonna
songs.
one take it.
We've seen him do it on video. He pauses and he sits there. He's like,
He's
okay,
thinking.
got it. He just doesn't write it down.
Yeah,
Nah, because
and
Three
even-
Kings, he definitely freestyled that verse.
Even if he
No.
does freestyle it, I think that Hove like
He did, bro.
practices it before he comes into the
yes, he
studio.
did, bro.
I don't believe
But-
that Hove thought about.
I don't think
the
he
shit.
freestyled every record, but Three Kings.
You think he freestyle? You don't know, bro.
Nah, he
There
thought
is
about
no
that.
fucking
Yeah, he
way.
thought about
he
that.
think about all his.
There's
shit.
mathematics
He
in that
just good.
song.
Y'all thought he was freestyling on Watch the Throne the way Kanye was coming.
Kanye.
No, he was
He
thinking
had to
on
sit
that.
there. He had to sit there for
He
that.
had to
Kanye-
think about that shit for real.
But there was a
Yeah.
little audio clip that came out, like, because Kanye freestyle. We can admit this.
Yeah, but
Kanye also has writers.
He also
yeah.
got writers, but look, we not finna play.
He got a
with Kanye.
writer
No,
room.
no,
He
he-
got a writer room.
Because I remember there was, I forgot it was,
Saha the Prince.
I think it was Otis, and yeah, was like, yo, what
And
did I
he got
say?
fucking.
Because he was freestyling
Other
that bar. I
than that,
hope
he
remembered it.
got-
Like,
He got the
Even-
best writers too.
yeah, like
It's easy to freestyle with the best writers.
Yeah.
Bro.
He got the best writer.
What's that nigga from Chicago? The first nigga that he was his writing partner.
Ron Fest.
He got Ron Fest in one lifetime. Kid
Nigga,
Cudi in the next lifetime.
Consequence, Ron Fest, Big Sean, Pusha T, Sci-Hi. He got the best taste.
It's like it's easy. It's gonna be hella easy.
Yeah, he got like pure rappers on his shit.
Yeah. My item came down sound like a Bible verse, nigga.
But this is why though. Like, but to the question of what I rate high, it's like for me, always gonna be style and how something is done.
Yeah, that's fair.
I rate that number one over anything. If you got a tight style, I'm rocking with you. But to Kanye's point, this is why he's my favorite artist ever. I can hear what he likes in other people and why he wants that.
That's you have an extreme example of like that rating scale, like of somebody who just like got pure style and no lyrics.
Oh, like, ASAP all day.
Nah, he don't do it to me.
Who's the most extreme example that you gonna rate high and a lot of
where
shit?
It's just like
to where like they just got all style, no lyrics.
Oh, all style, no lyrics.
ASAP, bro.
Nah, cause I don't rate him that high though.
When
that's a good one. Who? Riff Raff is a good one.
All style.
Because Birds on a Wire is nuts. Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible.
I don't think Riff Raff is terrible though.
His best verse ever was on Tiptoeing in My Jordans, though.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Bro, because he said, I woke up in Texas, my bad, I'm dyslexic. I was like, yeah. Yeah. That's, nah.
To me, I always put style and lyrics together. But that's the only thing.
So Kanye's are going, the perfect mix of style and lyrics, though, is probably Cameron for me. Because that's all, no, I'm saying that's all like finesse, like the way he raps it and everything.
Kermit?
Huh?
Mace got some lyrics.
Mace is good too.
Mace got some lyrics though.
I like Cameron more than Mace though.
Who's hot? Who's not?
I like Cameron more than Mace.
Yeah,
you're talking to the Cameron guy.
He got some shit.
I had a fake Dipset chain, bro. I'm out here. Huh? Yeah.
Jim Jones wasn't up there with style and no lyrics for y'all.
Oh,
Jimmy.
I was going to say Cameron though.
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy got him beat because
now, but not then.
But see, no, Jim Jones is like my most improved player of the year every time because he definitely stepped up like further down the line.
He started caring, bro.
Jim Jones, yeah, bro. But
Jim Jones not even a rapper for real.
No, he's not. He was a hype man.
I like Jim.
He a drug dealer and fucking blood.
But you know how I feel about Cameron. You know about this already.
Yeah, I think Cam is probably to where he has the highest style slider. More than like anybody.
Yeah, he's like 99 style.
Yeah,
and flow
everything
like
else could be like
because it's just
I'm gonna throw a wrench out here.
Okay.
Quavo.
Okay.
Quavo never. I want y'all to think about all Quavo lyrics.
Quavo took off on that T-shirt.
T-shirt versus nasty.
Oh,
what did he say?
You know what?
What did he say?
1999, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Bro,
can you write something better? Exactly. If you can write
the best rapper in this room.
If you didn't feel like that nigga was talking that shit,
don't do this. Because I'm in here. No.
Lucky you don't want to see me. If I'm locked in, brother. But you know, I retired. You know, I put that mic down for another mic. You feel me?
That's fair.
You know, niggas start poking the bear though.
I'm official.
No, this is what I was about to say. All style, nothing else. Travis Scott.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah,
he never says anything.
He's terrible.
He never said. I can't.
He's not terrible.
No,
to me.
To me, he's
tight, but I don't know what he
like
said.
A bi girl on a bicycle, bruh. He literally said that.
100% style.
I like a bi girl on a bicycle, bruh.
No, you supposed to like it though.
I don't like his shit.
What's y'all favorite Busta Rhymes lyric?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Busta Rhymes is the shit.
Oh my god.
Nah, Busta lyrically, he's never done it for me. But everything else, like I fuck with Busta.
What's y'all favorite Busta Rhymes?
I can't think of one, bro.
That stuck with you. Like I live by this Busta Rhymes lyric.
Oh, I don't live by none of his lyrics.
Yeah, I don't even.
He's all in your face, but
I do. There are certain things the artists do that I enjoy more than like what they're saying. Like I was telling Dalton on Out West.
Oh yeah.
Thug just said like he just got a bunch of bricks in or some shit, and he was like, ooh, like that was his ad lib. And I was like, oh no, this nigga goated.
Yeah, because
like just on shit like that.
It's the feeling though. You get the feeling from
Miles said. Me and Miles was walking to the corner store one day. This is like when Travis was doing like Days Before Rodeo. He kept saying his line. Thug said, he said, what'd he say? He said, my amigo, the plug, the boat shit. I give my son out the boat. Some shit like that. Yeah. You kept saying that shit. Oh,
yeah, off of Mama Sita.
Yeah. No, it was Mama Sita. Yeah. I kept saying that shit.
Nah, that line he had about, I got the
niggas
porn
got
star,
like
big booty.
One line, it would be enough for me to be like, yo, this is like the greatest shit I ever heard. That's why I fuck with V so heavy. Yeah. Like, he got them one line. Bro, I told you, he started his scheme. He said something about being paid in full. Then he talking about pulling up on the nigga. It was like, what's popping, Kermit? I was like, oh, no, this nigga.
That Detroit shit fired me, man. I love the way they rap.
The other line that nigga had was, this that Kanye check. Yeah, they sent it through the wire. I was like,
y'all feel like California people should fight Detroit people?
Bro, all that shit, bro.
Do y'all feel like California people should fight Detroit people?
No.
Fuck no.
Because we think, in my mind, when I hear Detroit nigga,
they used to have that tension back in the day.
How the fuck does niggas in Detroit sound like they from California? I don't understand.
That draw that they had.
That draw that they had.
I understand what you're saying.
But they do the off-kilter flow, though.
But ain't that Midwest, though? Ain't Detroit?
Yeah. How do they sound like Too Short?
That has to be the Midwest thing, though.
Someone pass me the ramen noodles, put the steak up.
Yeah. That's what. Nigga, that's Too Short shit. And,
so that's more bait.
Sugar free.
Sugar free, and what's the other nigga?
Sugar free was the original off kilter.
E40.
Yeah.
E40.
Yeah.
No, he's super off kilter though. That girl smell like baloney water. Yeah.
That's their whole shit.
That shit nuts.
Nah, but tell me when to go though. That was a fucking moment.
Tell me when to go.
That was a fucking moment, bro.
Nah, Sugar Free always. Though.
Shout out to Lil Jon, bro. He don't get enough credit in this producer conversation.
Nah, he is tight as hell though.
He's crazy, bro.
Man, we still talking about some cut, bro.
Yeah. But John has some beats. While we still on music though, I went back and
is 50 Cent scaring hoes music, Chris?
Yes.
No,
actually.
Because women love 50 Cent.
No,
it's too.
You know that fucking DJ from Delaware was like, I never in the club was never popping. I was like, in Delaware maybe, but
yeah,
like
it's Delaware.
I was like, bro, I was like,
said.
you never could be in the scope of big cities. Like you're Delaware, your whole state smaller than my city, bro. Like what the fuck we talking about right now?
Connecticut and Delaware can't tell me shit about shit,
man.
Because at first we didn't even know
the 21 Questions.
In the club came out when I was 13, and I know for sure that shit was still bumping.
Come on,
in the club.
bro.
But there are two sides of 50.
I understand that, but
she was gangster rap.
She was talking about in the club though. In the club was the hit. The smash hit
to this day. Somebody's birthday, that song's
and they play Candy Shop a lot. That was the
Candy Shop.
Take you to the candy.
No, but I'm saying in the club though, they gonna play that shit.
I love 50 Cent, bro.
Let's stick to music right quick because I had a little back and forth with Graham Dojo about this whole Silk Sonic.
Oh my
movie.
god!
Okay,
I do gonna bring this up.
I think my initial statement was missed. Now, I'm not telling niggas that this is the greatest music ever made. I'm not saying that.
They got mad because you compared it to Beyonce.
This is what I'm saying though, right?
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the reason they got mad.
So I tweeted that. Let me just read it, bro. It'll be easier because I don't want to misquote myself. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up X. Let me pull up the X files.
Just call it Twitter.
Feel me? It ain't Twitter no more. It's X. Nigga, we throwing this shit up for recipes to the goddamn X. Hold on, brother. Where am I at? Oh yeah, that tweet about Miles and these sparklers though, bro. I'm never gonna let you live that down.
I'm crying, man. Y'all niggas act like getting a bottle in the fucking club or something.
I don't do that shit, bro.
I told Chris act like he's been here before.
Okay, so I said
y'all niggas ain't never been in the club and got a bottle.
I thoroughly enjoyed the whole Silk Sonic era. The music, the performances, the videos, and interviews were executed perfectly. The energy and excitement that that music so deeply needs at the moment. The Renaissance tour is up there too. So all I was really speaking to was like Beyonce doing these challenges and shit, everybody on mute. Like, that's exciting for people. That's exciting for her fans. Mm-hmm. There hasn't been an artist that, since, in my opinion, Silk Sonic, that's everything around them is like rarefied air. Like, it is, everything works.
Yeah.
I get the music might have sounded too polished. The soul was missing, is what Doe said. But me personally, even like Miles was saying about Tizo staying in character, this nigga Anderson .Paak wore the fucking Ike Turner wig. The whole joint.
You know, but the reason why Doe say that is because Me and him can make better records than both of them.
Who's me and him?
Me and John Doe can make better records than Silk Sonic.
That might be the case, brother.
But what we also don't like the whitewash shit in that particular sound.
Hey
music.
man, I was playing.
What's whitewashed about that?
No, because you can't whitewash soul, nigga.
You
out
don't
of
do
all
soul
things,
like
you can whitewash a lot of shit and it
but
still
soul
sound fire.
is the one thing that you can't do.
It's called soul, nigga.
Yeah.
It don't got none.
you saying,
Imagine if James Brown was whitewashed.
you saying the machine.
It wouldn't hit.
Of course not.
You saying the machine should not have been as involved with that?
No,
I think
listen
that
to the
Bruno
record.
Mars should not have been involved.
Oh, no.
That's-
now
listen-
y'all. Okay.
listen to
All
the
right.
That's
records,
honesty, though.
Listen to the records, bro. This is not soul
Smoking
music.
out the wind.
So Bruno is not a soulful singer in your opinion?
No,
I don't think him doing soul to me is
it's
just
cosplay.
like, come on, bro.
It's
It
cosplay.
just feels funny.
All right. Well,
He Hawaiian as shit.
that's we gonna have to agree to disagree. But again, everything involving the music.
I get that portion
was-
of it.
Like I was telling you last night, and your homie agreed. As an artist, I feel like
You talking about Joe?
the one with the braids.
Fuck Joe, man. That's why I be arguing
Tell
with
him
music.
something, Joe. Nah,
Fuck Joe, man.
but I was telling Midas last night at the spot. I was like, bro, what I realize artists do is forget that they're consumers as well.
Yeah.
So like
I gotta.
as artists,
thing
we
on this
gauge everything through our artistic lens. That's why niggas like, oh, I can't even listen to music because I make it all the time and all this shit. Like, bro, you forgot, like, you still go out and buy shoes. You still go out and buy pants.
so
you go out and eat. Like, that's consumer. You're a consumer,
Let
my
me
nigga.
throw this out, though.
On top of being an artist.
Let me throw this
We
out.
actually had a long argument about that last night
Hold on.
when we went. I'm staying in his crib, so
okay.
the
Yeah,
long
I'm glad
argument
y'all
that
can
portion.
do that.
Let me tell you this, though. I feel like we're not consumers anymore
Why?
because it's too cheap. We became so much more than that. Like, you think you a consumer because you pay $10 a month? What's some
No.
shit? How
No.
else are you getting the music?
Okay.
You're not a consumer anymore because there's so many more things that you care about. Because you're not actually buying the music. You're not a consumer, bro.
No, that's not. I mean,
That's how I wholeheartedly feel about it. And this is why I feel like people look at music so crazy now, is because we not consumers no more, bro.
I look at music, me personally, if it's good or bad.
That might be you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know everybody
To
numbers
call,
based
to
and all
call
that
the
shit.
average person a consumer now, you're not a consumer anymore.
They
bro.
Because
are,
I
bro.
don't need a consumer sending me Billboard record numbers.
No, I am tired of being. I am tired of being
Niggas know how to
sold
market
to
the shit
for
too.
sure. Like I don't want to be sold to.
Nah, that's not
But-
what I meant.
Oh, okay.
What I meant is the fact that if you're a consumer, you actually don't care about what Billboard says.
At
because
all.
Billboard is not for the consumer. It's
No,
for
that's a fact. That's why there's
music
fat people in
business.
America because we not reading the nutritional facts.
That's funny. But I'm saying,
I'm saying they just eating.
but just think about the average fan, bro. Is that you are no longer a consumer. The average fan of anybody knows so much about these artists, and you're not buying the music. You're not even consuming it like that. You're doing something else. You're just not. You're paying a subscription to be able to keep up with information from these artists.
Access.
You're not.
So-
You're not buying the music anymore, bro.
I gotta.
That was actually great.
That was cool.
Can I piggyback on that before
Go
you
ahead,
bro.
go ahead,
Before the
'cause I ain't finna
rebuttal?
lose my fault. The beans.
Because I know you about to rebut it.
Yeah,
And
oh,
I don't-
yeah.
So
Go ahead.
my natural thought is like with that what he talking about is like, you know how like you're a consumer, you like music or you hate music. Think about how now everybody has a platform to now dissect music. And I blame Joe Budden.
You always say this stuff.
I fucking blame Joe Budden.
He might be.
I blame Joe Budden for where we are in
That
music.
views rant really did.
For where we are.
Where we are
That views
with
rant
like
shifted
consumers
everything.
because like, yo, Joe Budden been in the business for over 20 years,
Yes.
but now the average nigga think that they can dissect all of music, like, and have never played a beat, never recorded the song, and
At
you,
least he was in the bitch.
y'all, we all know a nigga you like, oh, you dissecting this, but I know you don't actually do music.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
dissecting on the TL and you've never done a day of music. Like, you don't even know what is required to like deliver an album like this.
Yeah.
and you talking about the features and you talking about the numbers.
I mean, he used to tell DJ Academics all the time. He'd be like, "Bro, I never flop. What is a flop to you?"
Yes,
because he was like, I know what my record was supposed to sell, and we sold that. You think a flop is something that doesn't go platinum,
and that goes into
that's why I fucking hate Academics.
It goes into that.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Is that you not a consumer of the music anymore? So for you to even say we listen to it as consumers, no, we not.
That's cap.
We're not, bro. You're not.
So what do you say to the
you're
average?
Not buying the music.
What do you say to the average American who drives back and forth to work that does? I just put my brother and his wife on my Spotify account last week. So what do you say to the average American that's not in the industry,
right? That
no ties. Don't be on. There are people that have social media, but not on like.
Right.
I'm scaling the TL all day. To the person who listens to the radio, listen to Steve Harvey in the morning, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
And they play Ron Isley and Beyonce's remix 76 times.
Right.
Her, all that. They're not consumers.
No.
Because what?
Because they were never accounted for anyway. Because they weren't buying music in the first place.
Yeah, Chris, I think
I understand what you mean.
Chris,
yeah,
so I think the word consumer is throwing you off because consumer is to be a consumer of something you have to purchase it is what the point is.
I'm saying
like if you go to a movie, you're purchasing a ticket, you're consuming.
So now how we get music now, since it's pretty much free.
Are we consuming social media?
No, it's free.
All right.
No, but
we're consuming information.
Okay. Here's the thing though, Chris, is that whatever it is, our relationship with social media has kind of always been the same. We've always paid the same price for it. It's always been an exchange of information. It's always been free.
Yeah.
But music, though, has been, the way it's purchased now is completely different. Albums come out, and some people might buy the album. Might. But you don't have to buy the album. The people that buy the album is the consumer. But everybody else is just a listener. It's two different things.
Okay.
So I think.
So what do you call the? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
I'm saying is that most people are just listeners because the music is so cheap. You're not just buying one artist. You're buying everybody. It's just like niggas have kind of become like shareholders in this thing.
That's what it's shareholders.
They're shareholders. You're spending $6. You're spending $6 a month to have stock in this company so you can do whatever you want.
And it's with every artist.
So with this new technology and it has happened, it has changed the music fan because some people still buy vinyls. That's a consumer because they actually care about the artist and what they're putting out. They want to purchase something that this artist has contributed. Yeah. If you're just listening to it on streaming, you not no consumer, bro.
So what do you call the person who is taking in the information, the music, or
they just a regular listener, bro?
But no, what do you call that person?
I think that's the wrong question, right?
Okay, maybe.
The only reason I think it's the wrong question is because consumer is about the why. Like, you got to think about why people listen to music now. It's not back in the day when you used to get like a CD, you used to get it to see if you like it, right? You want to like it.
Or you like the artist.
You want to like it. But these days, they want to see what's wrong. And if there's nothing wrong with this record, you are now qualified to be an artist that is a mainstream artist. Like, if you think about it, people are more inclined to talk about the negative parts of surrounding an album release now versus back in the day because niggas just talk about all the positive shit about the album. When the Carter 2 dropped, the Carter 3 dropped, mind you, a lot of people have their say now about like the Carter 3, but when it dropped, everybody's like, I like this song, I like this song, I like that song. Nobody is talking about what they hated.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, more people are focused on what they hate, and they write like 240 characters worth of what they hate.
Or you get a Fontano video telling you why the album sucks.
It's more. They're critics now. They're not consumers. They're critics. Everybody's a critic
everybody
now.
Is
my first hustle was bootlegging CDs, bro. People would buy CDs from me.
Yeah, because they wanted to like the music.
So, again, Chris, to your point though, I think because this technology has changed it, is that it's almost impossible to listen. Like the majority of people, all feel like this about the music. They really don't care, and that's why we're getting this type of product now.
Okay.
Just because.
So maybe consumer to y'all, because I still feel like it's. I think y'all are thinking about consumer in the literal sense, but I'm literally just thinking about something who's taking something in. Whether it is information, music, imagery, whatever the case may be. Like, it's being consumed by you. Like, you're taking it in.
Okay.
So that's what I meant. Like, I get the monetary
look,
aspect and
look, though,
the shareholder shit. That was a great analogy. I get that.
What's the difference between, all right, so if that's just what it's going to be the case, then we're really in trouble, because that means there's no difference between social media and the music.
But
that's
again,
the point.
But here's a big.
Now there's really no difference.
You know, great. It's great that you brought up Joe Budden, because while they were going through their,
he's what's wrong.
If you feel
he's so great, but he's what's wrong.
If you were
he like Gary Vee
a fan of them during the time that they were signed by Spotify.
Yeah.
And they asked Spotify, let me see the numbers. I want to know, like, how much are we really worth? Whoop-de-whoop. Something interesting happened that I don't think many people paid attention to, because Joe said it. And I think that's where my mind stopped thinking about it this way. Spotify in itself is a tech company.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that a lot of people don't realize that, because it is, I guess,
It's an app.
it's an app.
Yeah.
There's music there. I could watch YouTube. I can even listen to Audible on that shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think they really think about it like that. So when you look at Spotify for what they are actually offering, this isn't Spotify's fault that, I mean, obviously, yes, they could pay artists more from bringing people to their platform. Right. But the deal with the devil was signed way before Drake music was even on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because Spotify went to Universal. Spotify went to whoever the big,
it's industry as a whole, brother.
Agreed. And that's what we're seeing with streaming right now.
Nah, the craziest part is what you're talking about is they're not just fucking the artists, they're fucking the labels too.
The labels are.
If you think about it, right?
But
like,
the labels actually are getting fucked with lube though.
no, the labels are
artists
getting fucked back, because if you think about it, like the average
they
artist,
at least get lube. The artists
they're
just
maximum
raw dog.
Because they didn't think this shit was gonna happen.
Yeah, it boomed.
Yeah, and you just kind of adjust. Like the average
A new
artist
industry was born damn near overnight.
And this is why
I'm aware.
I feel like
It ruined my life.
Hold
No.
on. Eventually, I feel like the labels is gonna be like, you know what, Spotify, Apple Music, y'all gonna have to get it back in blood, because
they have to.
RCA is gonna have their own thing. Universal gonna have their own. I mean, Universal owns everybody, so
it's gonna be a Disney Plus situation.
It's literally gonna be that.
Does anybody know like the streaming like amount, like checks, like what
It's bad. My mom
like,
called me the other day. You got to
like,
check for $30 from BMI.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
But like the streaming
Yes,
checks, like
smart.
if you doing well, you making what 20, 30K. Y'all know how much the software engineers get paid up there?
Come on.
Oh, bruh.
$250,000
With
a
benefits.
year.
With benefits and shit.
How is the nigga who make the app getting paid more than the content?
Again, this is why.
That's why it's social.
This is why it's the same thing as a tweet. It's the same thing as a Drake song. I be telling people
the
this
same shit.
is that you don't understand it, because at the same time, they want you to. It's all about the ad revenue and the shareholders thing.
Exactly.
That's what this whole thing is. Yeah. So when a tweet goes viral and then people are interacting with it in quote tweets, that's the same thing as a hit fucking record. And that's what's crazy about music now, though.
Yeah,
is that a lot of people might have just been sitting at the house, just listening to music, but now that's not the case. Is now you sitting at home and be like, "Yo, I love this new Drake song,"
or I'm on TikTok.
Everything is a reflection of how we communicate with each other now.
Yeah.
So now a song, again, we came from the era where we were still buying CDs, so we still had that connection.
Right.
Yeah.
But a kid, they don't know the difference between playing Candy Crush on your phone and a nigga album releasing. They don't. It's no difference to them. It's all the
swipe
same
of the
thing,
thumb, bro.
That's all it is, bro.
Yeah.
Content.
So it's hard for them to connect. That's why they have all these artists and they don't really care about them. They'll just be like,
bro, their phones were built with YouTube album already in there. Remember?
Yeah.
Literally,
it was on the phone.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You open the phone, the YouTube album is there. I didn't want this shit.
When Apple Music dropped,
So the niggas that care, that's why niggas who really, really, really care about music, in a certain type of way, that's why the level of frustration can be so high. Because no disrespect to anybody who's going crazy, but it's just like, that's why there's so many remakes. Because we don't really care. All we care about is how much engagement this thing gets at a point in time.
Right.
Clicks and likes.
It don't matter if the song is tight 20 years from now.
I agree with everything you're
post.
saying. But again, like I said, to start this conversation, my main fact was artists got those, what they say, the rose-colored lenses or whatever. Like, y'all looking at this shit we are looking at this shit as artists, and we forgot that we actually do enjoy this shit. We make this shit, we live this shit, we breathe this shit, we eat this shit, and it's like, yo, I couldn't step back and say I actually appreciated a wow moment that
Silk
Sonic produced for me. Because I did say, in my opinion, I didn't think it was going engagement and all that shit. I was just like, yo, maybe somebody agrees. I didn't meet Lucky until I said that, yo, College Dropout really wasn't that for me. Remember, that's how we met.
That's funny.
And this nigga said I was on drugs, and I said, you goddamn right.
I
am. Right now. But that don't change the fact. But nah, but I at the same time, you saying, like, we come from the era buying CDs and shit, so we care more. 100%. I agree. 3,000%. I do care. But at the same time, I'm not finna go bang an Ice Spice song just because her shit viral. Like, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not.
Yes.
I do like that Pink Panthers joint though. That shit got go.
Like
no, that shit is a banger.
That look inside your eyes.
Yeah, that shit be bumping.
Let me see her.
But Pink
out
Panther is cold
real.
though. She's super cold.
I'm gonna. If she's of age, right?
Who?
Pink Panthers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm shooting. I'm shooting. And let me see her in person. Straight
I
snipe.
can see that.
Snipe.
Who?
I would love that.
Pink Panthers.
I can
Yo,
see
she's
that
tight though.
Everything.
She's super
body's banging.
She's super tight. She what people think Ice Spice is.
Nah, I just think
Ice Spice is
Ice Spice just got
she just got a Dunkin' Donuts
with Ben Affleck, with Batman,
how long y'all
nigga,
think
with
Ice
Bruce.
Spice will last?
Brand deals and all that
forever
shit.
Now.
She good.
For
and
how long though?
It came out that her
I don't
manager
know.
is fucking Jimmy Hitchman's son. Like, she tied, nigga. Mob ties, nigga.
I'm saying because you know, like, lasting
Until the
long
next
now.
thing comes along.
Lasting long now is 5 years.
Yeah, nobody cares about lasting long. They just want they want to be flash fried.
I mean, the artists
bread.
still care though. You gotta live.
Yeah, but she gonna be. But once you get an endorsement like that, you pay forever.
I know, but no.
She paid forever.
I like the fact, again, I'm sorry to keep bringing up these,
Inflation
but I really
high.
fuck with him. But he did the podcast with Yachty, and he was going through like his influences. V's. He did. Yachty got a podcast now, and he was saying like Ho's his favorite rapper. That automatically added like 100 points for me
to his style for you
because
Ho?
Yeah, he said Hov and Ye. It wasn't just Hov, but he did say Hov and Ye. But it added 100 points because like, oh, he get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he not just a quick in the flat. What's the skillet flash? Yeah,
Miles about to talk shit about Yachty.
Yachty's been killing it.
Oh.
Yachty been killing
He's
it.
about to talk shit.
No,
He
I ain't
always
killing
talking shit about Yachty.
I'm not gonna talk shit about nobody.
Lil Boat.
He said,
He hate when rappers say they want to be artists.
"Oh yeah, that whole thing. That was the thing.
We've discussed that before.
Yeah, that was the thing." And then he went right back to rap, and he been killing it ever since.
Yeah. But they gonna shoot you right on back if you not in your lane.
Yeah.
Hey,
Niggas
I'm
gonna
glad he
shoot
tried-
you
I'm
right
glad
on
he-
back where you supposed to be.
I still rock that Poland joint. That shit hard.
You see how they shot Doja Cat right on back where she need to be. Nah, don't give us that rap shit.
Well, Doja shot herself in the foot.
Doja got have. I fuck with some of the Doja Cat songs.
But she
I'm
did
talking
that.
about
the newer
But
shit.
she did
That
uh,
rap joint sucks.
But
She
she
did
was
it to
rapping
herself
before.
though.
Was
She
crazy.
did that to herself.
She
She
did.
put a leather jacket on. I said, nah.
that's
yeah.
She did that to herself, bro.
Hey, let's kind of.
We gotta wind down now. I got a family.
Couple movie, TV kind of things I wanted to touch on real quick.
Okay.
Shout out to the visual effects team with Marvel. They decided they were unionizing.
Oh yeah, unionized. Yeah.
They should have did that a couple years ago because Marvel, but I don't want to get Dalton riled up.
You're not gonna be riled up. The visual
other
effects have
joint-
been sucking.
Homie from that '70s show, the whole debacle with that.
Get them all the way.
Hyde.
Out
Hyde.
Yeah, his name was Hyde on the show.
When you talk about him, can you refer to him as Hyde?
Hyde,
Because
okay.
you know, like In daily life, we don't call people by their actor.
Right.
We call them by the character we like.
Hi.
Also, shit.
I didn't realize how much shit was going on with that show at that time. Like, it just started coming out that Topher Grayson didn't rock with none of them niggas because they picked on him and shit like that. He was the main character, the Foreman. I said
he was Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
He left that show to do that movie.
Fair.
But
and it turned out he pretty much the only normal nigga from that show.
Pretty much.
Fez is weird.
I don't know.
He stole Nick Cannon's show, bro.
He did what?
Oh yeah, Wilmer
Mama.
Valderrama.
Yeah.
I don't think he weird. I don't know.
But there was a story that came out during all this that I've never heard of. It was like February 01 type shit. Ashton Kutcher was dating this like up and coming actor chick, and she ended up getting murdered in her crib.
Holy shit.
And
Yeah,
Ashton went to the house, and he knocked on the door. He came late to pick her up.
Okay.
He knocked on the door, all that shit. She didn't answer.
Yeah.
He opened the door, went in, didn't realize she was dead. Just like, he thought she was pissed, so he just turned around and went home.
Oh wow.
The news came out the next day that they found her dead or whatever. He called the cops and was like, "Yo, just so I don't get caught up as being a suspect, like I did go over there. I touched the door, so the fingerprints are there." Type shit. But it was a whole story that came out about how Ashton and that whole crew was just wild,
It's
nuts,
a fucking
crazy type shit. But I'm glad. Another thing too is that these were not allegations. Like, they got caught up. Like, this happened.
Yeah, it's legit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's finna spend the rest of his life in jail, which is wild to think about. I kind of grew up watching this thing on TV. You know what I'm saying?
You don't ever know, bro.
The other
I
joint
never
that
thought Hyde was weird.
in the show, yeah, but he was supposed to be that character in the show, but he played that shit a little too well.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
The other joint I wanted to touch on, pause, is that was crazy. Fuck.
Damn it, Chris.
Yeah, that was bad. That ball player with the WNBA.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Well, how we feel about this? Where
What do you mean how I feel about it?
Did you see what she posted though?
That it was like nothing
You
happened.
talking about the
type shit?
nigga? What we
Kevin
talking
Porter
about?
Jr. for the Houston
Oh, the
Rockets.
nigga that broke his girlfriend's neck.
No, but
vertebrae.
she's saying all that ain't happened.
She lying because she in
But
an abusive
I was
relationship.
saying that's what happened when the wire come through.
So what you mean? Like they pay her to like hush money type shit?
It wouldn't be the first time that shit done happened.
Yeah.
And niggas done sent that through.
Her vertebrae is broken.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Something happened.
Niggas look at that account.
What's my nigga name from the actor?
Who?
That
Jonathan
played
Majors?
Creed?
Jonathan Magic. Dog, he just broke up a
Jonathan
fight.
Majors.
You didn't see that?
That shit crazy.
Stop it.
Somebody said it looked like a Michael Jackson video.
Because he wearing that damn fucking
hat.
that fucking Great Depression hat, dog.
Oh, girl, I don't know her name, but she posted music and shit. Yeah, she went viral on that shit because she the one who made the emoji. Shit.
Yeah.
That wire did come through though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
came
saw that
through.
shit
They
before
sent
we
that
pulled
money
up.
through for sure.
Niggas sit shooting that wire.
That shit happened. That's
I don't know,
it's a
bro.
dirty
Yeah,
game,
yeah. But
nigga.
you, low key, when I don't, you know.
But what
I
do you
don't
mean how I
follow
feel about
basketball
it,
that closely? I don't know, because really I was asking because she said nothing happened. Like I was that was my real question. Like how do we feel about that?
Wow.
But when I seen the picture of the nigga, I was like, oh no, he did that shit. Like you can see it in that nigga eyes, bro. Like he really.
I mean, no, he has a history of abuse back from like 2019.
Yeah.
though.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
tell. I'm
shit,
gonna
bro.
tell you one of the parts of his history and the abuse. He was at their anniversary with no fade. He's an abusive nigga.
That's a
He's so
crazy
abusive.
nigga.
That's crazy.
He's
Think about
scared
your
to get his
anniversary.
shape
You
up,
don't
bro.
go get a haircut. That's abusive.
Yeah.
That's abuse. That's fucking
That's a
abuse.
crazy nigga. Huh?
That's crazy.
Maybe after 20 years.
Do you
I might
love
not
her,
get it.
nigga? Do you like her, nigga? At least.
That's mad funny.
I love my wife.
The last thing I wanted. I mean, this was really yours. If you wanted to do it, or you want to save it to.
No, yeah, she could burn in hell. Yeah.
Okay, so the joint say, how did Ruby Frank go from popular parenting blogger to being charged
So
with
I-
6 counts of felony child
Yeah,
abuse?
I had never heard of this lady.
Nah.
But apparently she was running like a YouTube channel for her family.
Do you want to play the clip or you?
No, you don't need to play a clip. I can explain it. But I never heard of her. She has it's a family of 8. She has 6 kids, her and her husband. So
Yeah.
it's like called 8 Steps or something like that with her family. Never heard of her before, but
Before you ask,
what? She's white,
she's a white woman.
Okay.
obviously.
Just making sure.
Okay. Level
But
set.
the story starts with so one of her son escapes from the house from the top of the house, and the neighbor gets them off the roof. And they see like duct tape marks on his legs. He's bruised up and he's malnourished. Like you see his cheekbones and everything.
Damn.
And they call the police like, "Yo, this kid is definitely malnourished."
He
asked for some food.
Yeah, asked for the food.
He's like, "Please feed me." And then they called the cops. They're like, "Yo, he's definitely malnourished." So they came and checked the house, and they said the sister was in the same situation.
Yeah.
Like she was like locked in the room and shit. So in the video, really fucking weird. It was like the signs were always there. You watch any clip from her videos, it's fucking psychotic.
Yeah, like
she's like literally like, if you don't do this, you're not eating today at all. Like in the videos, I'm like, obviously
she
red
makes
flag.
Her sleep on the floor in the bathroom.
Yeah, she was like, you want to sleep in the bathroom night? What she threatens one of her daughters. Like she's like, if you cut anything else in my house, I'm cutting all your dolls' heads off.
She start bawling.
She start crying.
Little girl.
Nigga ain't gasping a long time.
Yo, so Pete, the husband came out and said, obviously, I didn't know anything.
Lying like a motherfucker.
But the part that got me, the oldest daughter, because she had the two oldest kids probably like somewhere in high school.
They're definitely like 16, 17 for sure.
The daughter takes a picture of the mom getting in the car, and the shit says "finally" on there. So I can't imagine the kid doing that with the parent and the police and all that shit involved.
The police have been called their house 15 times. They have petitions online when the YouTube channel was up to get her arrested, but it took so long. And then the oldest kids were like, "Yo, this has been happening all my life." Like, and
crazy.
She never. And the husband was like, "I never saw this coming." And like,
and he definitely
you lying like a motherfucker.
He definitely
because in one video, she was like, "If y'all want to eat, you got to pay money to get the food out of this bin." And the dad was like, "Or you have to do an equivalent chore. If not, this will be all be thrown in the garbage by the end of the night." I was like, "You know what was going on, bruh."
Yeah,
psychotic. So I was like, "This bitch should burn in hell." I don't.
As a parent, though, bro, like
sickening.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted to talk about with Amanda here, because I already know y'all was gonna go off.
There is no fucking way. Why would I let my kids starve, bruh?
That shit is disturbing.
That shit crazy.
It's
like that's not discipline. That's torture. Like what the fuck? That's not.
But then you got to think about it too. Like
I live to feed my son. What do you mean?
Did it start with them, or was some shit going on with the parents too? Because we don't talk about like white people's generational shit, because you know we're not white, obviously. But like
I'm white.
Well, I know you are white, and I know your parents, your grandparents, and shit. Right. Like with them though, like was this like their dad? Each, you know, the mom and the dad, did their parents do them like this? Like, where do you get this type of?
Because I don't understand. Like, if
some people just evil.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I look, if I grew up and my dad didn't feed me, I'm not gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna do this to my son.
Right.
That would never cross my mind.
Be the total opposite.
Because that's exactly. My dad went to prison. I was like, I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
I saw that happen. My dad did drugs. I don't do any drugs whatsoever.
I didn't see my dad do no drugs, but goddamn it, do I do them.
But what I'm saying is that's what
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do that.
That's what I was like. I'm never doing none of this shit, and I haven't done none of this shit.
My dad sold drugs, so
even you being a parent. This is my last thing, because I've talked about this before.
It's a parent. There ain't no parents.
So we all can agree, especially all the black people in the room. We can all agree that like whooping our kids like got handed down from like slavery, from us getting whooped, right? The discipline aspect of it, right? So my first question to all y'all in the room, when y'all have children, if y'all want children, is whooping gonna be a thing for y'all?
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
You grew up in the church, so I'm very excited to hear your answer.
I don't know. I needed whoopings.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, certain kids. The thing about whoopings is like when they're done like correctly, it's not OD.
Over the top shit. Yeah,
it's not OD.
A pow is different to me.
You need to understand as a child,
like a little pop.
A little pop ain't whooping though.
No, we talking about like.
Yeah, like you need to understand that there's consequences for your actions sometimes, and a little nigga like me being disappointed at me is not that shit didn't do it. It hurt my feelings certain times, but I would get over it in a moment and be grateful that I didn't get a whooping. It wouldn't stop me from doing shit, you know. Like I'm just all right. So it's just disappointment.
I feel like Miles never got a whooping in his life.
Shit.
After meeting your mom, bro.
No, my dad.
Oh yeah, your dad's definitely scary.
Right, nigga.
I'm scared of Bob's dad.
Beat me, dog.
That nigga never talks.
It's just like knowing consequences for your actions.
He chewing in his cigars, bro.
And there's no way to really do that.
Like it's scary, bro.
Your dad mad scary like that?
Nah, I mean to other people, but that's it. It's my pops. Like,
fair
it's
enough.
my old head. What you want me to?
Big Vin Range looking nigga, bro. Scared at it. Every time I went in the house, I was like, Miles, the beats are really loud, bro. You sure your dad not gonna come here and choke slam both of us?
No,
bro?
they never do.
Never did, bro. Shout out
But
to
no,
Miles.
I definitely got beat though. Like, but I don't know if I needed them.
Right.
But maybe I don't know.
I didn't need mine.
As a nigga, like as you are, think about you as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if there was no repercussions outside of like
But this is the thing though.
morality.
I don't
shit.
know that if there was a substitute, like
For whoopings for you.
You know
There's
what I'm
no
saying?
you can't-
I'm saying I don't know if maybe they took a different approach. I might have, because I used to do like the same shit, and I would just be like, all right, I got whooped. But once I got whooped, I didn't care no more. It's just
Imagine
like I
if
got
it
whooped.
wasn't like
But I don't know though.
physical. Because my best lessons in life have always been physical.
But
the
that-
only way
hold
I
on.
know like to leave niggas alone is because I got my ass
But
whooped
you
before.
touching,
Not,
but
you know,
you touching on something that's like. This is why I always tell people it's probably harder to raise sons than daughters, because at a
Yeah.
point in time, a physical challenge is coming.
yeah, it's
At a
coming.
point in time,
Daughters are worse
Chris keeps
because
telling-
I keep telling Dom, bro. Raiden is definitely gonna try you, bro.
yeah,
He gonna
'cause
try
it
you
just
one day.
happens.
Okay.
It's just one day. It's just gonna happen. Like
Now, how you handle it is
Yeah.
gonna be the difference maker.
you gotta make sure you win that.
I
Because
don't think Dom will ever put his hands on him like
I
that.
will.
it's not about putting hands on it.
Elbows.
It's about like
I'm doing
even-
the Coach Carter. I'm the new basketball coach.
yeah. You gotta assert your dominance because this is gonna define him as a man.
yeah.
Every time that moment you come into contact with your dad, you realize that people are men and there are boys.
It should be a scare thing, though. It should be a respect thing.
yeah.
But part of respect is partially a little fear.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a
I was
healthy
scared of my
fear.
dad for so long, bro, because of the reasoning why I got beat. That like my respect was not there. It had to be like my brother dying and him almost dying, my pops almost dying, to be like, okay, family over everything. Like you gonna change and grow as a man. We going through this together as men. But for the longest, I was like, I respect a man who can't even talk to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So
I
the
mean,
fear aspect was just like, this is making me hate you more.
but that's an added like thing to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an added.
It's gonna be different for
Context.
everybody, man. It's just
But I
like
love my pops.
situation.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Kung Fu
it's
King.
situational.
So every man in the room has had a contact.
Oh,
with-
yeah.
To where you started respecting people off back until they
Yeah,
let you
across
know
that-
to
that-
disrespect.
yeah.
So like, what was that moment for everybody? Because mine was with my dad.
I mean, I had just a couple. I didn't have it with my dad. So, like me and my dad ain't never had nothing crazy happen, but we definitely did get into a situation to where he could feel my level of testosterone was at a point to where he could no longer just probably like physically intimidate me. That's just how it happens. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just being in the street with niggas, getting into situations, feeling the uneasiness of the situation, you could be like, oh man,
I don't want to feel this
shit
ever
can
again.
Go left.
Yeah.
Getting in fights with niggas, getting beat up.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like my heart's starting to beat a little bit fast because this is getting uneasy.
Yeah.
Like shit, I'm gonna have to protect myself. Like you just feel it.
Cause I always wonder that because I grew up with like a street nigga in my household. So like, it was just like, you gotta remember, like when I was fucking 3, my dad was like on trial for a case and about to do 20 years. And the only reason he got off is because it was his first offense and the judge wanted to go to lunch. He really should have went to jail.
Oh my
So like,
God.
just that
That's God
start
right there.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
God. So like with
This
that,
is your one shot,
yeah, of course.
so take it. And
So
take your
with
chance to
that,
blow.
it's just certain things of like movements of how my dad.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who know me, y'all seen my dad. Like he's very obviously where he comes from.
Yeah.
You know, like no matter how many
Where you
suits.
from? LA,
Dallas,
right?
nigga, Dallas,
okay,
Dallas.
okay, my bad, my
Triple
bad.
D, Dallas, Texas, right down the street.
Mine was a little bit different, I guess. Again, experiencing death at a young age, that everything went out the window.
That'll change anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
That'll
that was
change
mine.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very timid after that.
But you know what's crazy
So I
though
ain't
is
never-
that some people don't ever get that.
that's
What's
crazy, and you can witness it too. You
Bro,
know
it
they
just
didn't
be
have
like-
that.
You know how people be like, it'll be like a video that's going viral, like, shit, that was me in my crib. I'm about to da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I'm like, you niggas don't even know the uneasiness of when some shit like that that can change everybody's life here, you don't know the uneasiness of how that shit feels.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Blueface have never had that moment.
Shit. He has.
He hasn't.
He has.
I feel like
it's much more of a reverence of the shit. Like, there's a reverence.
He chose that path instead of, like, really.
He probably leaned
having
into
to do
it, though.
But well, I mean, as far as, like, because we saw the picture, the Hollister, the haircut, all that shit, like.
Yeah. I don't feel like he.
I see what his mom was talking about.
Yeah, I feel like certain niggas, they didn't think of it like that moment. It may have been like that moment to have that, but they didn't see it that way.
Possibly.
Because I feel like there's always a reverence, no matter how real you are. There's a reverence of like another man being around you, and you know it can go any kind of way.
Yeah. No,
there's a reverence that they have. Like, they don't try you. They don't like try to poke the bear.
It's just a mutual respect. Like, just being a man. Like, a lot of niggas don't have that anymore too, especially these young niggas. Like, if I saw Lucky anywhere, I wouldn't just try him just because, like, he's done nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you don't know how it's gonna go too.
You just don't know how it's gonna go.
I'll put Lucky in a Ford Nelson, bro. Again, I tell this story every single time we be on the podcast. I respect Lucky off GP. So how he pulled up to my house that first day. I was like, all right, well, he's one of those guys. Let me not get on his bad side. No, really, actually, no.
Lucky to pull up artists, nigga.
We had that conversation.
He'll pull up on some niggas.
When we left Armani's listening show, that happened before you came to my house, or you came to my house, then we did the Armani joint. Yeah, so I respect him from the rip, for sure.
That nigga Lucky, I watched that nigga get into it with a well-respected producer in Dallas.
Who?
We'll wait till we get out.
All right,
we'll get off.
Do you have any moments where you were
it was
like,
crazy?
All right, let me. Because I feel like you always just played it cool. Like
I told you, like, man, I always did just the opposite.
Yeah.
I was always the voice of reason everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm the only child, so I didn't have any siblings.
Yeah.
My dad went to prison. I was raised by my mother.
Shout out to Mama Dawn.
Then my dad came back, and, you know, he was. My dad, you know, raised me, but he wasn't like, my dad's not like a hands-on type of guy.
First time I seen
like I've never had a family dinner, never. Like, I didn't sit down, eat dinner, and he's like, how's your day, son?
Oh yeah, I ain't had that shit.
Never
either,
had
bro.
that, right? Yeah. So, but that's when all that stuff like loaded into me, and I was like, once I have a family, that's why I always dreamed to be a father. Like literally, when I told them I was pregnant, they were like, yes.
All right, asexual.
Because I've been waiting.
The nigga said he was pregnant. That's how I know you was ready to be a father. I'm pregnant.
I was literally. I was like, I couldn't wait to be a dad. Right. So
no,
like,
he couldn't, bro. It was crazy.
Like
he manifested that shit. That's the first time I seen that shit work for real.
Look, my son is only 17 months, but me and my wife literally, we sit at the table with him while he eats, and we eat as well. We drink. We just talk to him. He babbling, but he. Like, all this stuff is, like, stuff that just will be habitual. Yeah. Like, he won't even think twice. But that's what I want. Right. I don't want him to think twice about it.
To sit down and eat dinner.
This is normal.
Man.
So, like,
shit like that to me, so, like, it'll be uncomfortable to do with my kids because, like, I didn't do it.
So, my dad tries to do that now, and I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I'm
because he tries to force conversations. Like, I don't know how to have with him.
I don't fucking know you.
We have nothing in common either. Like, me and my
dad's so wild, though, because, like, don't take me to his dad's crib. He either handing out money or saying there's beer in the fridge. One time we went over there, the nigga pulled out one of them fucking Rambo knives, just dropped it on the table like, here, that's you. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
He trying to make up for lost time.
Hunt a koala, nigga? What am I supposed to do with this knife?
Nigga want you to hunt an ox,
as a grandparent, that's a second chance, right? Yeah. So, like, he's really close with all the grandkids because he's remarried.
That you brought that up, thank you, because I saw this on Twitter, and you the only nigga I can ask.
What?
I saw a woman say that grandparents need to stop trying to get it right with the grandkids and get it right with their kids.
They got to do.
Time out. So this is the thing y'all was talking about, the not have a relationship thing.
Yeah,
it's that one thing that adulthood kind of taught me is that once you get people outside of their title in your life and you just realize that they humans too, that kind of fixes a lot of the shit. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Fix me and my dad's relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I have no animosity.
Once you can see your house, like, oh man, he's just another dude for real. And that
another nigga.
He ain't really know how to, his personality, whatever, in the circumstances,
Right.
might have not
He's
allowed
he's not good with emotions. He's still not.
Yeah.
A lot of men weren't.
But
you know.
but like I said, like I have no animosity toward the
That's
man.
great.
But we're just never
I
gonna
know
be
you
like
don't,
we're not gonna be like buddy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
But
fine.
the person making that tweet though,
Yeah.
that's coming from a place of pain though.
Yeah.
For sure. Because it's just like, why you upset? Now,
But a lot of grandparents do that.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
And it's not like they, failed their kids. Like, I put a roof over your head. I just worked all the fucking
definitely
time.
didn't fail me.
So it's not like I didn't want to be there. It's that I had to provide for you, so I wasn't there. So now that our parents are getting up in age and they're either
but now they
retiring or
got,
getting
yes,
up,
I'm saying, now
like
they got the time to be
the
a
kid
different
is saying,
person.
oh, you actually want to come pick up the baby and take him to the zoo.
I
and
love
take
to
him
see that
shopping
shit.
and whoop-de-whoop.
Please.
But I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that for me. I'm just saying that's what the tweet was.
I would never be salty about that.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Ever.
I
it
think
would be
Because
dope.
he passed the party. You try to take me to a ball game.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take June.
No, we went to ball games.
we going to a game.
I feel like most people have probably had like some type of bout with their parents.
Well, you
like
have
before, like we grew up in the 90s and shit. So like, bro,
I've never argued with my mother.
We're so fucking
Not once.
aware of like
Never.
how
My
our
moms were
human
really good
relationships.
moms. They both hippies for real.
My mom does not argue. We never
I'll
argue.
definitely argue
She's
with my
that's
mom.
where I get more of my personality.
Well, when
from.
I say bouts, there's shit that you feel like could have been done
that
better.
coming of age thing. That
But I feel like
happens
this
with
is
everyone.
now. Like I didn't think this shit at the time.
Oh yeah, no, me
Yeah.
and my dad argued all the time. But
That's what I mean. Like
You want kids?
yeah,
You want kids?
I want kids bad.
I know you want.
it took me 2
Yeah,
years to
probably,
have
yeah.
one. So
Yeah, nigga.
so and then I was watching these motherfuckers have them for free out here on accident. I was like, God damn it.
My dad
real.
actually apologized to me.
For birthing you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I brought
sorry
you
you're
to this
here.
fucked up world, son.
No. He apologized to me for how he raised.
Look,
Like
man,
my dad, he raised me good, but my dad, my dad was a super like
Yeah.
abrasive
Yeah.
to me, especially because he had a daughter and he
Yeah.
had a son. So like, you feel like he should be softer to the daughter than
yeah,
the son.
you're the
Yeah.
protector.
So if you see like videos of me and my dad when it's like my dad just scolding me and shit. So like my entire life is just an abrasive ass nigga like that. But mind you, as I got older, I was abrasive with him. So like, you know how it is. He a Dallas nigga. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like he don't know what he doing. His dad mad. He coming from my grandpa had a 3rd grade education.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have a high school. So like, you know.
Bro, I always tell people this too, like just talking about it. It's like we like the first generation to like do kind of have all the information and like actually do the things to like create healthier habits and shit.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to males. We can do black males, but I'm just saying males in general.
Yeah.
We really like the first generation that's like open talking about like mental health and going
Yeah.
to therapy
Yeah.
and trying to
Feelings in
be,
general.
It's important,
just feelings in general. Like we're really like the first brand of that to where it's the majority of us that kind of like that.
That's fair.
I agree.
That's what I told my wife. I said, like regardless of who's before us, like our family starts right here. Like this is where the family starts.
Yeah.
Look at
I mean, this is probably another topic for another episode that we would probably have to do. But the women are first generation of some new shit too.
Yeah.
brother.
And this is why,
That's 3 episodes.
nigga, this is why,
I need to bring my wife back on.
man.
Full length.
Oh, bro, I would love that, bro. We need to do that.
Yeah.
But this is why, because they the first generation of some shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo.
She's the only girl in her family, so yeah. All boys except for her.
Yeah. So it's just different now, bro.
I think. Never mind. We're not gonna go there. This was a really great podcast.
Yeah.
I really
Great,
enjoy all
yeah.
y'all. You know, I'm
Thank you for the Spider-Man record, Chris.
You're welcome, brother.
Once again, I'm gonna
Sure,
check
that's
this
fine.
out, see if it
and
works.
the jazz joint. That's
Yeah, the
in there that I
random,
didn't know.
the bonus disc I got in there.
Lucky
it was
as
fun,
always,
man.
but it's a pleasure. We finna shoot the shit a little bit for while
Yeah,
we
because I gotta bounce these files.
render or whatever. But yeah, this has been another episode. You know what I'm saying? Piece of chicken grease. Y'all love each other and all that shit. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, Donnie want to come next week, so we got to set that up for sure.
Oh, y'all gonna do the beat battle?
He don't want that, bro. He's upset.
Y'all gotta
that I
do a
said
live
that I
beat
said,
battle.
but
I gotta
smoked
see that
this
shit.
nigga